Hello, friends.
Hello.
Oh, you got really bright. I just realized something happened. The lighting?
The lighting
Oh,
noise?
it's okay. It's okay. It'll go down. It'll die down
Yeah,
with
okay.
the breeze.
I really don't mind it.
Okay. Hi friends. Hi Lana. Hi Miner. Miner, you gifted a sub to Zetsu, the chief master chief, the master chief gifter. Man,
Wow.
you beat the king to at his own game. Oh my gosh.
That is something special.
Yeah.
That's a moment in history.
And just want to double check that y'all can hear me. Give a thumbs up in the chat or give me yes, I can hear you moment.
Yeah.
Because last episode, or was it 2 episodes ago, I was real frightened. I got real scared. Yeah. Okay, you said I'm the king, and I said the king, so I'm assuming that means that I'm not muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share my sub-anniversary.
Aww. Sub-anniversary?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you talking? Oh my gosh, Diana sub. And I started a hype train because there was 3 different actions done in the chat.
Oh,
That's so fun. Wow, you've learned trying to earn the exclusive emotes.
Let's go. It's an Easter party. Let's do
Easter
it.
party, yeah. Welcome to Get
Hype
Into
up.
It. We are Easter in this episode. We've got all the goodies. We got eggs. You want one?
Right. Yes.
Have you had one?
Thank you.
Ever before?
Oh, actually, no. That's right. Because
Oh.
I've only had mini eggs, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is their supreme
Yellow.
younger brother.
They're cute. I like the color scheme, too.
Miner, I'm not ignoring you.
Your mic is muted?
It's not.
Is he
and
kidding?
that's why I'm ignoring him. Is because he's trying to hurt me. Yeah, Miner, I don't believe you. But
These
okay.
are good. Mm-hmm.
Yes. We've got our lovely Easter thingies. We've got some things to turn them into gnomes. We've got little buckets to do decorating. And that's going to be what we're going over tonight. Use exclamation agenda. Oh, wait. Do you want to type it in yours? Perfect. And that is going to be our order of events today. We are introducing a brand new segment to the podcast.
Yes.
The report. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we get right into it?
I think we should. I think
Awesome.
that's it, right?
And part of the report is we are going to be filling in our Get Into It themed, what are those called? Push boards?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's the next lyric, Hannah?
So, for those who don't know, we do a lyric of Doja Cat's song, Get Into It, Yeah. Each week, we started from the first lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we are on... Actually, we started... The first episode was the title.
Yeah, we did.
So we're on... It's episode 5, but this is the 5th lyric that we're going to do. Not this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, if you go to church, get into it, yeah.
Which fits the Easter vibe so well.
Which fits Easter vibe, so we're pretty happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
If you go to church, get into it, yeah.
I love the way she says church there.
Exactly.
Church.
We're getting gospel up in here.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying about this episode, is it's the gospel episode.
It's the gospel episode? Yeah. If you go to church, get into it, yeah. So, again, like I've said in previous episodes, Get Into It, yeah, is just a song about enjoying life to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
And being who you are. So if you go to church,
get into it, yeah. If you don't go to church, get into it, yeah. If you got a truck, get into it, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anything
it's
about
getting spoken wordy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I don't need those things. Okay. I don't exist though. Miner, what are you talking about? Oh, but then you can still get into it, yeah. I don't exist.
You know what?
Get into it, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a goofy lyric for that.
Yeah. Oh wait, which one?
If you don't exist.
If you don't exist, get into it, yeah. Oh, Voltsy, you tried to fart on us.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear your fart over the sound of anything.
Actually, that was something I was going to put on our checklist, is that
to get
we
rid
don't
of the
hear
sound?
the alerts.
Oh, yeah.
So making like an announcement or whatever.
Yeah, we don't. So I please, I hope. So I tried really hard this past couple days. You can't keep holding on to me. It's not your fault. But I want to hold on to you, Miner. You need louder, scarier alerts. I have all the scare ones that are actually really scary are the ones that are with bits. The ones that actually scare me, I put in the bit section because you gotta use money to get me. The ones.
You know your worth.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just struggling with this.
You can leave it.
Okay.
But
if
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get scared. I ain't saying he's a gold digger. I ain't seeing him messing with the broke. I gotta go clean Kanye on here. You going crazy, man. Oh, why didn't we include crazy Kanye? Okay, we're moving on to the report. I'm gonna go here. Now let's play next. Oh, Hannah, look at your computer.
Oh.
She was just pressing on the slash button for like a long time.
Yeah.
I love those sounds though, man. The knocking one gets me,
I
but I have to have my
thought
headset.
somebody was at the door before you were like, listen, and I was like, then I pieced it together.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, report. You're going.
Okay.
Welcome to the report. All men, women, children, theys, thems, everyone, welcome. This new segment that we are doing is we will be going back and forth, giving each other reports, plus giving you the full report of everything pop culture related that we care about in the past like couple weeks or whatever since the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we'll be doing.
Yeah. Okay. You think nothing happened, Biner?
We're kind of channeling our like inner news reporters. So
we're
let us know if it's a good look on us.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good maybe career switch thing.
I gotta act like a news reporter.
Reporters.
This week we had
coming up.
Back to Hannah with.
Were you guys just knocking?
No, there wasn't knocking noise though.
No, I think somebody's actually at your house, Volts.
Yeah, I think also there might be a problem with your computer. It might be just your computer.
What was the other thing I was gonna say about the report? I don't remember.
Let's go. Oh shoot! I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Number one report.
We made it.
Yeah, it worked.
Sweet.
Okay. Item number 1. Taylor Swift. Is there a new album coming? I have seen many posts on this recently. I'm out.
For some reason, I haven't. Like, where have I been?
I don't know. I feel like you're on more Taylor TikTok, more Taylor Insta than I am. And somehow I've seen this buzzing like crazy recently.
Yeah.
So Universal Music Group, I'm pretty sure that's the label she's with currently, is just started ramping up production for a new album that will be produced by one of their top selling artists. We don't know which one, but we know that someone within the top sort of like 10 most popular artists by Universal Music is getting an album soon. It will be likely coming out before the end of May, whoever's album it is. And a lot of people are predicting Taylor Swift because she's going to be doing this song for this new movie coming out this summer. It's good promo to be surrounding it. There's also Taylor Swift there's currently also rumors that she's planning to do a tour, but wants to have an album to go with the tour, sort of thing, like an album that is specifically for touring, kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because we already know that she has dates sort of booked in her calendar, like for a hypothetical 2022 and 2023 like tour, to somehow happen.
Yeah, I need to put those in my calendar.
Yeah, but it's unknown. Like no one knows what. Like it's on her schedule. She knows all these dates, but we don't know where she'll be during those. So,
oh my goodness, so exciting.
Then the other thing about it is Taylor Swift has made, I think it's 2 or 3 posts now with the word ethereal in it. And Taylor Swift likes Easter eggs on theme. And with her little Easter eggs that she loves so dearly, we've noticed that, or the people on the internets have noticed that like ethereal has been popping up a lot. And in the notes for Universal's production company, they said a very ethereal album is being promoted, kind of thing, is in it. So people are like, what is happening? Like, why is that? That's a really big coincidence.
And there's no coincidence with Taylor Swift typically. So you gotta take it to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like an insider said something about how like Taylor Swift plans to make her next album extremely ethereal. They again used the word ethereal. And then what was the other thing that happened? Oh, a lot of people started looking at like, okay, Taylor Swift is huge with her weird numbers. She loves the numbers game.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere that shows up any dates?
Yeah.
Because in Universal's notes, they were like, okay, end of May, and also probably production and promotion starting April 15th would likely be when promotion needs to start. So then people started looking through Taylor Swift stuff. Does the date April 15th show up anywhere? And oh my gosh, it showed up everywhere.
No!
Like back to that Stephen Colbert like interview she did last year. She mentions his birthday like 3 times during the interview. His birthday's April 15th. And stuff like that.
Oh, you are kidding me.
No.
April 15th, that's in 4 days.
That's in 4 days. Yeah.
Friday. Good Friday.
Yeah, exactly. And
oh
then
my gosh.
even more crazy things where it was like, okay, is there any dates in May? And I think they started looking at a bunch of variety of posts, and May 25th sort of started to, I think it was May 25th, started lining up with a bunch of different like Taylor Swift Easter eggs.
Oh
so people were like, okay, that might not be a
gosh.
coincidence. So there's a lot of things pointing to a possible Taylor Swift album, or it's the Taylor Swiftie fans getting clowned again, and it's going to be some random Drake album.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Okay, well, the thing is, I have imagined it because since Swifty's kind of figured out that
she likes her Easter eggs.
She likes her Easter eggs so much, like, we have been searching for them, like...
nonstop.
At an insane amount. Like, I watch long TikToks, like 3-minute TikToks about, like, elaborate number theories and, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, like, so intense. So, like, yes, she doesn't do anything by accident, but also there's lots of things that we could be wrong about by, like, extrapolating. But I don't know. This one's got a lot of backing to it, so that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of little things into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am excited to see what happens April 15th. Some artist is going to be announcing something April 15th. Maybe it won't be Taylor Swift.
Right.
Whoa, that's slur of the words.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't be Taylor Swift. Maybe it will be Taylor Swift. We do know that some big A-list celeb is making new music.
Yeah, in either way, it'll be
a good release.
It'll be something for the next podcast to report.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah, take her away.
Okay. So...
Our poor baby.
This one's sensitive. This one hurts.
Near and dear to the podcast.
Do you wanna? I can't find a why.
Okay, I'll find
why.
I'll find why.
Wouldn't mind.
Why can't you find this?
Why?
Yes.
Why?
No, you could talk.
See, that made me sad too because Doja Cat has a song called Why. Yeah.
Aww.
Anyway, Doja Cat might be quitting music. She said she quits. On her Twitter, how long ago was that now? Maybe like a week and a half.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it seemed like she was just having a really hard time with, like, some criticism from fans in Brazil. I honestly didn't even look up the story of what happened. It was just too heavy on my heart. But kind of where I'm at with this is, like, I kind of have hope that maybe she'll kind of get back into it. After getting a Grammy, like she seemed really pumped about her Grammy. She cried at her speech. Like it seemed like just like a really special, vulnerable moment. So I don't know. We'll see about that.
I honestly love Doja Cat so much. So if she quits music, I'll be really sad.
Yeah.
I don't quite
be sad.
understand why. Like, and it seemed like it was more of like a chaos, like quick thing to rant about on Twitter because you got hate, which. Fair enough. She might have also been high. She gets high and goes on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, and she never like further clarified since that Twitter. Like it was like, I checked like the next day. It's like no, it still just says I quit, and then some other obscure tweet that doesn't relate. Like yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what the info tells.
Man.
Yeah. To be continued.
Will Doja be quitting?
We will announce further on our. Next...
Should we do a prediction in chat? Will Doja be quitting music?
Yeah. I'm literally like actually sad. Like I feel somber.
If you go to church.
Nice.
There we go. If you go to church. Okay, I'll put this behind us.
All right.
Okay.
Next
Next
segment.
subject. Okay. I gotta click with my mouse. Camila Cabello. We were just gonna watch this video kind of thing because the color episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll click the link. Y'all need to check this out. I literally gasped.
Yeah.
Okay, is the audio?
So she's performing. She's in bright pink.
And then look at that. The plot twist.
Such a creative.
This is not the
Camila Cabello. Oh, I exited everything. We're just gonna switch to the live scene for a quick second while I go back. But to see Camila Cabello kind of be doing something more artistic, I feel like when I think Camila Cabello, I think either these wildly like unique, like cool visuals or extremely cheesy. I don't always like if you like her romance album where you think of like the Shameless music video where it's like this really deep thing about like
Right.
lust and romance and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I think of the Liar music video and I go, that one was really cheesy and stuff like that. Or I think like the Cinderella movie.
Yeah.
And then I think of like the Senorita music video. I'm like these sort of like artsy like sensual thing and then cringy horrible movie. So I'm like I want to see her kind of like almost refine her brand a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think this is her kind of doing it.
I think so with Familia. Like she's developed her new album too. By the way, Familia. She's kind of developing like this brand, and she's like referencing her culture a lot, her home culture, and I mean like that video was obviously definitely illustrating that, and I just think it's really cool. And yeah, I think she's almost someone who like she has really strong aesthetics, but she maybe doesn't like carry them out as like endurantly as like Taylor Swift or like someone like that who like
a
Taylor,
Beyonce. Like you're like everything it will be like to the T, like that part of that branding for that album cycle for that thing.
Yeah.
It's like you won't see a drop of imperfection.
Yeah.
Where it's
exactly.
like Camila, you're like, that did not go well. With like every like third project.
Well, even and it's just like there's a lot of projects and like like if you look at Taylor Swift right now, it's like she's just doing folklore and she's still in this like folklore woodsy theme, and like you know even like Ariana, she's releasing like her like makeup brand, but it's like the exact same branding and like whatever. I think that kind of it strengthens the appeal because people remember it better. And I think that Camila, it's like that was a really cool video. Like if she just kind of keeps going with that same like aesthetic and really kind of squeezes it out, you know, like I think could be useful for her and just making people like remember that aesthetic. So
I want to see her brand grow and become a little bit more strong.
Yeah, I think she's talented.
Oh shoot, man. Here we go again. So the Oscars happened. They did.
Yeah.
They were there. Amy Schumer made some bad jokes and some good ones. A couple I laughed at. They made some really sexist, lame jokes too. They made some fat-phobic jokes. Overall, Oscars happened and they were cringe as every year in the past 10 years.
True, yeah.
And then this happened as well.
Less relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
I don't know.
Will Smith got banned for 10 years. And that was the number one headline above the war in Ukraine. And that's kind of embarrassing for North America.
Yeah, I think the Oscars just like they are like North America's embarrassment a little bit. I mean, it's like a dramatic thing to say, but like I just
they're not relevant.
Yeah, and Hollywood knows that. Like they know that they're cringe and they've been trying to revive the Oscars for like a while, and I think it's just not working because like the general public just has like other things that we care about. We're like, we went through a pandemic and we're like trying to put food on the table and like da 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 da, and you guys are crying over your little statues, and it's just like I think there's a disconnect there that it's just hard for us to get into it lately, and I think I don't know. I think
this year really showed it.
Yeah, and you know people were saying like this incident was helpful for the Oscars because at least somebody was talking about that, you know?
Yeah, like
And it's
no
like
one
next
talked
year,
about it last year.
Like
at all.
exactly, and we're still gonna be thinking about this next year. Where we're like, oh my gosh, remember when this happened? You know, it's like as they say, as somebody says, any publicity is good publicity, and I think that's something the Oscars is getting at too. Yeah.
Will Smith being banned feels racist AF. Why does it feel racist? He assaulted someone on TV. Kick him out. As an institution, I wouldn't want him there.
Yeah.
And then I also think like the Oscars has had a lot of problems with what double standard. I mean, like, I think the Oscars has had this really bad like old white boy club attitude about it. It has for a long time. Hollywood, it just shows all the problems in Hollywood. So
yeah,
many
I would like
people
to. I
done
have
things
seen
that are way worse.
comparisons to like Harvey Weinstein and stuff.
But that wasn't on
And,
live
like,
television.
Yeah, and I just think like I think it is a like kind of performative action for them to ban him for 10 years. Like
Yeah.
at least in that way, it's like they're trying to make the statement of like we need you to know that we're not okay with this and whatever, and like a lot of other things that are awful, like bad things that people do are just not as public, and I think it makes such a difference in like an organization like the Academy's like response to those things, and it can be, you know, comparatively unfair.
Yeah. I mean, like, Harvey Weinstein, like, if he tried to walk into the Oscars now, like, what do you think would happen? Like, he's literally going to jail.
Yeah.
He's like an old fat man who's like crippled barely now.
Yeah, like I think
Like that.
the question is for the people who haven't been outed the way
Yeah, I know. Like,
Weinstein has. But
and also like I'm trying to imagine, like, I guess they, like, does the Oscars need to make a statement for like Kevin Spacey, who's presented and like talked at the Oscars before? Like Kevin Spacey is officially banned when like he didn't do anything to them necessarily. Like, I'm pretty sure he's no longer part of the Academy. Like, he was removed. Like Will Smith was too.
yeah, he resigned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't get a vote anymore, kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so weird. It's so weird, man.
Yeah.
Oscars is dumb.
I think stuff that we just, as the public, don't want to connect with as much. You know,
Mhm.
we're like, we're kind of over it.
Look
Next
at her.
item. Miley looking fabulous. I love this costume. But I put this up here because Miley Cyrus released a new live album that I've been really enjoying.
I haven't listened
I
to
don't
it
know if you
yet.
listened to it.
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's good. Like, a live album is like tricky because do you include like the speeches? Do you make it feel like you're like there in the like stadium, like that kind of thing? And she did like include, I don't know if it's every single monologue she did during the performance, but there are like included monologues kind of like after and before like different songs, and I really enjoyed it. Like, listening through the album, like you feel like you're at her concert.
That's cool.
And like I just like enjoyed listening to what she had to say in her monologues. Like I just found it very interesting, very refreshing. Like, and I think, you know, like a lot of us don't actually get that exposure to like what musicians say at their concerts unless you're actually at the concert. So it's, I don't know, it's pretty cool. And I mean, she's amazing live. She did some really cool covers of like Jolene by Dolly Parton and Like a Prayer by Madonna.
Really?
And it's really good. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
I
It's
love
exciting.
every Miley Cyrus cover.
Yeah.
Why is she so good at them?
She's insane with covers. Yeah. She also did like, these were covers she's done before, but Zombie and Heart of Glass and
They're
stuff.
so good.
They're so good. Yeah. I just, wow. But she released a new song too with it that's brand new from her.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
didn't know
called
that.
You, and it's really good too. I like it a lot. Yeah.
I also like, I want, you know that song, she has a song with Lil Nas X on his new album, or on his newest album, like the Montero album.
Oh.
And it is, he is promoting it as his new single now, and it is really good, the song in general.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Miley just outperforms him in every way on his own song, that it's just so sad to listen to a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, this is like, for his perspective, a song about him, but like Miley's just sitting there in the background, like,
yeah.
vocals, lyrics, like, just
Yeah.
sounding amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's so
so
good
talented.
live. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Love it.
The Grammys. They happened, and I feel like every year they've almost become, and I feel like they've stayed relevant. While the Oscars lose relevance, I feel like the Grammys has had to like transform a lot more, and has kept its relevance a lot.
I think people are like generally more excited about like seeing musicians get their awards and perform at the Grammys and stuff, like more than we are of like these actors in these serious movies, you know. So I think that's always fun. I've heard there's like been a lot of criticism over like who's getting the awards in recent years, but like I feel like that's probably true of all years. Yeah. That I just was a kid, so I didn't know, you know. So yeah. Anyway, this is my favorite moment from the Grammys.
She dropped one of her lovely little what are they called? Hycophones?
Gramophones.
A gramophone?
Naturally. Yeah, and like their dresses are similar. History repeats itself. I just think it's so exciting.
Winter Slut and Friend, hosting the greatest podcast around. Thank you, Zetsu. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your compliment.
Yeah. Winter Slut and Friend.
Right. I'm romanticizing the idea of and friend. I'm making it a special creative name for myself.
It's a new nickname. Yeah, it's I mean, like it's a little bit easier to romanticize than Winter Slut.
Right. Yeah.
What was my other thought? I love the Grammys. They're a very fun award show. I do think that they have a lot of like weird things with like. It feels like a lot of outside sources influence them more so than even the Oscars. Where the Oscars is like a boys' club that just votes. The Grammys feel like society really can make a huge impact on who gets it. Like if the Grammys think they're gonna get hate for not like giving the award to a person of color, they give it to a person of color. If they think that a boring alternative white man needs it this year because it's like it's their time to get one, they give it to them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like the world kind of decides a little bit who gets the Grammys. With like there's a lot of like societal influence based off of how the Grammys think they're going to be perceived by who they give the award to. Like that's, I think Jon Batiste, while I think he made a solid good album, I do not think it was the best album of the year. But I think he earned it so that they can always check off, this year we got a white man, this year we got a white woman, this year we got a black woman, this year we got a black man, this year we got this. Like they can check off and be like, okay, no one can give us hate for this kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's just kind of the culture right now. Yeah. And I think like the Oscars have been like behind that culture where we're like, everybody is like so like basically in their heads like canceled the Oscars for being like we don't care if you give the next 10 years like best director to a woman. Yeah. Like we're done already. Yeah. Like too little too late. Like we don't care about you anymore. And like the Grammys I think is just like slightly more like kept up with it a bit.
Yes,
you know,
where they're like, how do we stay relevant? And
we
not
actually
get hate?
Don't hate like women or black people. Like, you know, it's like
we want to nominate these people. We want to give them a good thing. Yeah, it's just
a little bit more like they're staying in touch, which is interesting. It's almost like an Instagram versus Facebook or like a Instagram versus TikTok kind of scenario of just like who is on the cutting edge a little bit more. I'm not saying Grammys
Instagram versus
cutting edge.
Facebook is good. I think because like Facebook's lost touch. Well, Instagram's like trying to stay in touch.
Yeah, and because I don't think that the Grammys are like the cutting edge.
They're not
part of our culture.
They've caused so much. Like there's so many artists that are angry about them. But I haven't noticed anything significant enough to give you a nickname.
That's kind of an insult.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you saying she's boring?
Yeah, so we have that, and then we have, I think, minors, you know, saying she can't do Lego or art or Wordle, so that's what we're working with right now.
Mean to Hannah.
I guess they just want to see something more spectacular on their streams.
I'm looking for something spectacular.
It's fine, you know what? I will grind, like, I will work for...
I believe in you, Hannah.
Yeah.
You'll get a nickname.
Thanks.
I think I think chat underrates you. Yeah, I'm a Hannah stan. See, Volts is on your team.
Thanks, Volts.
Yeah. The new Batman. Okay, I saw this movie. I went out on a date to go see it, and it was very long. It was so long, man.
Right. And it's like 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like over 3 hours or something like that. It's a very good movie. Very solid. I really enjoyed it. I think
Cool.
it's on par with like the Nolan movies. The Nolan movies have a special place in my heart, though, like the Dark Knight series.
Yeah.
But I definitely think this movie is up there in the quality and the story and the development of it all.
Cool.
Yeah, probably one of the best DC projects to come out in the past like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they've been on a roller coaster, man. Like
Yeah.
releasing, like for what was it? Their best movies for so long were considered like Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and I put those as like mid-tier superhero movies.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
they've been on a very bad train of movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this year they've really come back. They've got The Suicide Squad is what they released as well. That late last year. That was also very good.
Oh,
I think I liked it almost a little bit better than the Batman because I just like
Okay, yeah.
slapsticky like wildness a little bit more.
mhm.
But the Batman's a very good movie.
Serious.
Yeah,
mostly,
it's very
yeah.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the leverage that Batman has is he's like serious and like
Mhm.
people, I guess Nolan mostly have like done just like interesting things with that and made it kind of just like a different, like more nuanced than like the typical superhero movie. So, I mean, I haven't seen it, so it'll be interesting. But I haven't seen the Nolan movies either.
You haven't seen them?
No, I
We should
haven't.
watch them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little scared. Like, I had a really scary experience when I was like maybe young watching one of them, like Dark Knight or something.
Who's the bad guy?
Joker.
Joker. Okay, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, there was just like a gross scene that I watched and I just like got freaked out.
What was the gross thing?
I think it was like there's like a bomb in somebody's stomach. It's like beeping. Is that true? Did that happen? Is that
Not
a fever
in
dream
someone,
that I had?
but there. I think there is at one point where he like tapes it to someone. kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay. Literally, I thought something had been planted in someone's stomach, and I was so grossed out. And I was like,
Wait a second.
Since then, I was like, ugh. But
I
you
think
know,
that is a part of it.
I'm 23 now.
I think that is a part of it. I think you're right.
Yeah?
I think someone
Or it was
does-
like a cell phone or something. I don't know.
yes, the cell phone.
It
yes.
was a cell phone.
Or something like that. There's definitely a scene. Like I think that's how he breaks out of prison or something. Is he hides a bomb on someone or someone's
Yeah.
body or something like that?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be dark for me. I
Yeah.
haven't also seen the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Me either. But that movie sounds like
Oh, you
it's-
haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
But that looks like every like toxic white boy's fantasy. So I don't really want to see it, man.
Okay, interesting take. Yeah, that's fair.
My it sums up my issues entirely with the era of Snyder DC movies. Exactly. I feel like there's a lot of good YouTube commentary videos on
Oh.
why DC movies are
The
struggling.
problem with DC movies. That's cool. Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to watch that. And actually, we're doing a
Marvel episode. That's next one, right?
The
That'll be the next one because it's gonna
yeah.
be
The next episode we're gonna do is on Marvel, and
Mm-hmm.
so that'd be kind of an interesting thing to like compare them
Mhm.
in that episode and kind of like get into that, talk about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thanks for the recommendation. What's
And then
Hey.
boom.
This piece of news is Barbie released their new signature Barbie doll. Kind of just interesting in terms of, you know, what we were talking about in our Lego episode of like the appeals that these giant toy brands that have their like fans and collectors and whatever, that the appeals that they're making to those fans and like adult fans of Lego. I don't know if there's like a name for adult fans of Barbie, but definitely a collection of them because
Ables.
I don't think
Obbles.
Really?
No.
Oh,
but
you're
like,
just sounding it out. Yeah. Obbles. Yeah, because this doll is like $100, which is actually cheaper than last year's doll was $120 or something.
That's wild, though,
So
man.
I don't think anyone's giving this to like their young child. I think they're keeping it for their collection, and it's just an interesting concept. And I've been kind of following some of the Barbie collecting content lately, and it's very interesting to like. I have never collected anything, so it's like I'm definitely learning about what it's like to be a collector and what, like, not that I'm doing it personally, but just through like I'm watching collectors on Instagram basically, and it's just like it's interesting to see the
How they
craft,
value
the
things
cultivation.
is so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and it's just yeah, it's interesting. Also, this color of pink.
It's nice.
Relevant to our
look at how
color
cute
episode.
that dress is.
Oh my gosh, I love the dress.
The hair,
wish-
man.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, that color pink, it's so bright, and I think it really kind of it does. Oh, that's why I put the link there. If you want to follow the link, actually, what we were talking about the color episode is that bright, like all slightly bubblegummy pink is like coming back again because like we're not afraid of
Yeah.
it anymore, And I think it really illustrates that, you know, because it's just this
Look
brightest.
At the box. It's literally called the Pink Collection.
It's called the Pink Collection. So this is the 3rd year of the Pink Collection. Yeah, it's quite fancy.
Wow.
Really pretty. If you scroll down, they have a limit per user, which I think you were mentioning with the Lego.
Yes.
Yeah.
They now collectors because they will just store them.
Yeah, which is so smart. Yeah. Oh.
Look at these some cool ones.
Yeah, they have Barbie style doll, Lunar New Year, and then this is a E.W. Wells, so like a historical doll. Band. Yeah. If you go to shop.
Up here. Oh, I clicked it.
Barbie signature, I guess.
Yeah, Barbie signature, right?
I was hoping it would be. Oh yeah, there we go. The one there. That one there.
What the hell?
Last year's collection.
Oh.
So, I don't know. I find it interesting because like it's a deeper pink, but I actually think it's a less like
luxurious. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, I think
it looks like a pageant queen kind of thing.
It does. It almost yeah. I get that. It's a little more of like a flamboyant, but I almost would argue that it's like a little less.
Look at her hair. I'm obsessed.
I love
That's
it.
like 90s.
I love that she's got so much going on.
Pop.
That's so fun.
I'm obsessed with that.
Oh my gosh.
A little sad that like
Yeah.
when like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Wow. What?
Yeah. So I don't know. My argument is that I think this is a more daring pink. I think the deeper kind of fuchsia that they had last year is like it's got a certain vibe cultivated around it already, and I think this one kind of does, but it's kind of new at the same time. It's bubblegum. It's even brighter than bubblegum. It's not like traditional Barbie pink. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I will be trekking pink's history and cultural relevance as years go on.
The whole life. Yeah.
Through my whole life. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think someday I'll go home to you, driving home to you, vibe to you. Someday I will. Who knows when? I'm never gonna make it home. Okay, Olivia Rodrigo released her movie, and it's good. I watched it. I really liked it. It seemed like it was a hard sort of maybe final push for the Grammy, is what a little bit felt like, doing this like deeper. Like introspectal thing into what her album was and why she created it.
Yeah.
It gave a lot more also like insight into the music because there's so much controversy of like her and Josh and how they how they influenced each other, what influenced the music, and it kind of seems like a lot of her album. She became a little more self-aware. It sounded like in the movie where she says, "Yeah, I'm mad here. I was mad then. I'm not as mad now." Like I'm not sitting crying in my bathroom every
She's
night
like
kind of thing.
now,
Yeah.
back,
She's like, I wrote this song literally the week we ended things. Like I was like, I'm like, good so for cool. You kind of vibe. Like it's petty. It's so petty is what she's saying. And so it's kind of unique to hear. Oh shoot, scary. That was so scary.
Ed Sheeran jump scare.
That's what I should add to my channel. And just like a reward, Ed Sheeran attack.
That's so good. Yeah, you should do that.
I should.
Good
idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Driving home to you. We've almost talked for an hour.
Yeah.
On the report, which is kind of fun. I'm kind of liking it.
There's a lot of things to report this last couple weeks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I haven't watched the movie yet. I'm a huge Olivia Rodrigo fan, and she was just in Canada, which I'm so...
Me too. I'm so sad I missed.
So upset about. My sister and I almost thought we were gonna...
Do the road trip?
Yeah. Well, no. Anyway, it's a long story, but we thought we were gonna see her in Toronto, but I think it's gonna be harder to see her in Toronto now. But I had like this flicker of hope that we're gonna be in Toronto at the same time as Olivia. I was like...
Make it happen. Make it happen.
I would love to make it happen. Yeah.
I believe.
April 29th and 30th. Should we road trip? Should we just go?
I'm in California.
Ah.
I know. Sag. So sad.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, yeah. Okay, this is a problem for us Albertans. Because
no one performs here.
Nobody comes to Alberta anymore. And like they used to. Like Taylor Swift, for example, for years came to Alberta. Like Calgary and Edmonton, or actually Taylor just came to Edmonton, but many artists came to Calgary and Edmonton. They'd go, some even would stop in Red Deer. Yeah. And it's just becoming less popular with stadiums and stuff.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, we got a subscriber.
Looking mighty damn fine. Oh, and Hannah's here too. Hannah!
I'm so happy because my skin is being built and thickened through this podcast.
Yeah, everyone's slandering Hannah today. It's so funny. I'm so sorry.
It's not even just today.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I
anyway,
believe. Okay.
good.
Thank you,
Hi-
Saucy.
hi,
Welcome.
Saucy.
We're talking about Olivia Rodrigo. Do you like her music? I know you. I bet you vibe to Good For You.
I don't know if you watched the movie. Also, I think we missed a comment from Volts.
Superman is actually a really cool character, but everyone thinks he's boring because that's all they've seen. Yeah, he's so boring in the movies. But I've read some comic books of Superman, and I do still find him kind of boring in the comics too. I think Superman's also a very hard character to make good and likable.
But I feel like part of his character is like he's a serious guy. He's just always doing the right thing. He's like the golden boy or whatever. Yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll get into that next week.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. This jump scare of a lifetime. This disgusting man. Okay. Who else hates him? Raise your hands. Chat. Is Alana still here?
I will not raise my hand.
Yeah. Who else dislikes this man with all the fibers of their being? Okay. This man is horrible. Okay. Okay. His music is so lame, so bland, so pathetic. It's just everything about right now where Ed Sheeran is at in his career ruined Game of Thrones, downhill from there. Yeah, that's Game of Thrones started going bad when Ed Sheeran joined.
Ed Sheeran's on Game of Thrones?
In like one episode. He's in one episode of Game of Thrones.
That is quite the critique.
Yeah.
That he
ruined Game of Thrones.
Himself wholly ruin
a whole entire show.
Yeah.
He is so lame. That being said, my bad habits lead to... No, yeah. No, so...
The songs kind of slap, though.
No, they don't. No, that one does not. No, liar. Ed Sheeran, man, he was in a lawsuit over Shape of You. Some random artist came out of the woodworks and was like, he copied me. And every single A-list artist has to deal with that.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has gone through a copyright lawsuit. But usually they get them to just go on. I myself am an Ed Sheeran hater. Thank you, Volts. Thank you. Volts agrees. He's like the Kraft Singles of music. I don't know if you have those in America. You know those like slices of cheese that you put on, that you like are in the little packages that you put on like burgers that are like sticky and gross? Like, he is that personified.
What I will say to that...
He's like a cheese string that's like warmed up and then cooled down. Like, that's Ed Sheeran to me.
Like, this is why we wanted to put this in the report is, like, Michael just never doesn't have something to say about Ed Sheeran. And like a new metaphor every time. It's the Kraft Singles. It's the microwave cheese. Anyway, what I will say to that is without fully denying that he could be compared to Kraft Singles, I would just say sometimes Kraft Singles slap. Sometimes you're like, I want that kind of cheese. Like, I don't want the sophisticated like cheese.
His music is the equivalent to walking into a puddle with socks on. I agree, man. I mean, like, maybe you want your feet wet and mushy and disgusted. Like, maybe some people like that. I don't want that with my music. But...
sometimes I just want processed cheese. Like, a good old stroke of processed cheese.
Yeah. A stroke of processed cheese?
You're right. Stroke is not the right word. Slice. Yeah, anyway.
Some people are into athlete's foot, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know.
You guys are, wow.
But Ed Sheeran, man, he was in a lawsuit. He won it. And it's actually a little bit of a staple and a landmark for music. Because normally those lawsuits go on for years and years and years until they get thrown out, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But he actually won, which is very, very rare.
Yeah.
And I think it harkens to like a bigger point of like no music anymore that's created is 100% original.
Yeah.
Everyone's interpolating something. And I think his win is kind of like a helpful tool for music in general.
Yeah.
Do I think he stole his music? I don't think he stole his music for Shape of You. I think it was an art. I think a lot of small artists If they feel like they can back it, they will fight larger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interpolating, like sampling, like inspired by, taking bits of other music, alluding. So in like Olivia Rodrigo ran into this issue last year. She was in a huge fight with a lot of people online were saying that she stole from Paramore and Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Interpolating is a word.
Interpolating is a word. I learned it in English school.
Interpolating means like inspired by kind of thing, something like that, or taken from, something like that. I think so. Something similar to that.
Yeah. I think there's another word that relates to what you're saying too, but anywho. When you work for Interpol, you're interpolating. Interpolate. Insert something into something else. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, that's what it means.
Inserting, like, reference music.
Yeah, and so, like, because in music, interpolating is an actual, like, term used when, so, Olivia Rodrigo, she did, and in her credits, it states interpolated from Taylor Swift's New Year's Day. Mm-hmm. For her song 3 Steps Forward, 1 Step Back, what's it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. She interpolates from Taylor Swift's New Year's Day song, and she included that in the credits. When you're doing the deed, you're interpolating. I don't get it, so I'm gonna keep going. And then she was forced to actually state basically that she sampled, where from Paramore and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, I don't think asked for royalties. I don't think she did, because I think she actually had a conversation about the interpolating kind of thing.
I think with Taylor, she did it prior to the release. With Paramore, it was an afterthought.
No, yes, because she had in the credits interpolate, but then was forced to change it to sample.
Oh,
later when the Paramore Taylor Swift thing happened, she was forced to say it was official sample.
Yeah, and then Taylor was listed as songwriter and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. That forces, because then if you get listed as a songwriter, you then are allowed to make money off of it and ask for a percent. I don't know if Taylor Swift asked for a percent. Very unlikely. Mm-hmm. I feel like she doesn't really care. Mm-hmm. But Paramore asked for something like 70%. Oh, good for you. And
70%?
Something like that. And so
they asked for it?
Something like that, yeah. And it's it's something crazy.
Volt's your Paramore fan. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, they because Good For You was inspired by Paramore.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, we're just taking your money then. And things like that happen all the time. Whereas Ariana Grande interpolated, or she explicitly sampled Favorite Rings. Not Favorite Rings. Favorite Things. From the song from The Sound of Music, Favorite Things. Mm-hmm. And it was her label said you have to this is way too she was gonna just I think put that it was interpolated by whatever, but they're no, you have to get signed permission. We have to state that it was an official sample. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, you have to then go to the artist and tell them you're sampling. Yeah. And that's why Paramore at that point, when Olivia did it, asked for a percent. It's unknown if Taylor did, but then with this sample for Ariana Grande, when she asked for it, they asked for 90%.
Rodgers and Hammerstein asked for 90%?
90% of 7 Rings. So, and she just has to comply because it's
really?
You basically have to. And so,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Really dumb right now. Copyright law, all the different things about artistry and all that, so stupid. Yeah. So 7 Rings, Ariana Grande's second most successful song of all time. Maybe her most successful song. She had to give up 90% of the profits for.
My gosh, that's crazy. Actually,
yeah.
That's so. Also, I don't know. For me, I feel like I see that as she kind of brought, my favorite things back into the mainstream. Again, I feel like they should be thanking her for the press of the song. It's I don't know. I don't think I am personally an Ariana Grande listener who loves The Sound of Music also, but I don't know if every listener of Ariana Grande and pop radio and whatever is caring about that stuff. I just feel like you could definitely make an argument for that.
Yeah, I think it's It's a really difficult thing, and I think
Yeah.
where Ed Sheeran was like you copied kind of thing, where I think they were asking for like a lot of money and songwriting credit kind
Yeah.
of thing was what they wanted for Shape of
Yeah.
You, which would have meant they could take a percent that they wanted, but he won. So basically, he got to steal money from them back instead
Aw.
for suing him.
Yeah.
So
She-
it's a huge fight in the other direction,
Yeah.
which is like I think a lot of artists. I think artists deserve to own their own work, kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think it's good for artists to, like, be able to be inspired by one another and give credit where credit's due. I think the
Mhm.
percentage thing is where it gets messy, and I think artists fighting for those type of things is also where it gets messy.
Yeah.
I think Ed Sheeran is the first example of it going a little bit the opposite direction that it was before, of every credit
Yeah.
needs to be given full credit kind of thing,
Yeah.
and we will fight to the death for it, where this was like, no, at times there's a time and place kind of thing.
Mhm.
And also, as long as you're kind of giving your yes, that was inspired by, like, yes, you were
Yeah.
interpolated kind of thing,
Mhm.
it could be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's very like cutthroat in the music industry. Whereas
Mhm.
like for me, like being an English major, we talked about that kind of stuff, like books borrowing like ideas and stuff from other books all the time,
Mhm.
because that is such a thing. Like you don't have a book that like hasn't thought back to like another book, and like, you know, you'll hear about it like, oh, this is from Shakespeare, and like we have all these words from Shakespeare, but that's just like one small aspect of like ideas and topics and stories and characters and everything that's like borrowed. And I just think like
Mhm.
like I just when I think about this, I'm like, imagine like it's you kind of listen to Good For You and you're like, oh, that does sound like Paramore, so like I guess they get a credit. But
Mhm.
it's like, I don't know, you read like a book you pick off the bookstore shelf and you're like, that sounds like Shakespeare. It's like, you know, or that sounds like Oscar Wilde, or like, you know, I just like,
Oscar Wilde?
yeah. You know
Oscar Wilde 2.
Oscar Wilde 2.0?
The sequel.
Oscar Wilde's an icon.
I don't even know who he is.
Uh,
No, I think
Writer.
you're right.
right. But yeah, I just think like and it's just like a cool thing that they have in literature is like you call it's like there's a word for it, you call it an illusion, and you like are constantly like making reference to other authors, and it's like so fascinating, it's exciting, and I just like feel like the industry right now is like just squeezing that out, and it's like, who cares? Like we've got 12 notes and somebody's gonna copyright that. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just really ridiculous to me. And like as somebody who has like written a song before, it's like it is so hard to think of a new like melody
wrote a
and
song?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
that we need to talk any more about that, but like I have explored with songwriting, and it's like if you've ever actually sat down and like tried to write a song, you do realize there's only 12 notes.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, so
You're gonna end up
that is what I
probably
think about
similar
that.
to something else.
Mhm. Yeah.
And now on to like the best thing ever.
I think this is our
Yeah,
last,
this is the last thing.
report item. So
Yeah. Do you want to start? I'd start crying. No, I can't.
so, Harry Styles released his new single from his new upcoming album, which is called Harry's House, and the new single is called As It Was, and we love it.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, you're actually gonna cry.
No, I can't. I won't.
So I have a little like, okay, first of all, my first point is I love the imagery for Harry's House right now, like the cover. I'm just loving it. I
So
feel like
good.
a lot of album covers are like hard to love.
Yeah.
For me anyway, and this one I love it. Like I could see how appealing buying the record would be to like display that in your house, because it's just like it's such
It
a
looks
vibe.
beautiful.
It's beautiful, it's interesting, it's artistic. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
And then my second thing is like I think As It Was an interesting song, just like the lyrics are just very like thoughtful and kind of bittersweet and sad, nostalgic, like kind of dealing with some like heavy topics. But what I find interesting is like it's kind of put over like a bop,
Yeah.
like these topics, right? It's like as it, you know, it's just like happy and like this interesting thing. And I think it's so interesting when musicians do that. I think it's like a really cool technique that musicians have at their disposal. It's like, what if the lyrics and the music didn't match, and what are we saying about life in that way? And I think in Harry's case, it's such a cool song because it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like the happy beat is kind of this thing of like, well, but you got to keep going on, you know.
Yeah.
This isn't a ballad where we're just wallowing. It's like, as it was, all this like sad stuff, nostalgia, but we're moving on, you know. And like, not to say that it's like an insensitive, like stop your crying, move on, but moving on is in like, but life's marching on, you know. And it's kind of, so I think the happy beat is also reinforcing that sad content of like, wow, like time does march on fast, and you do have to like have this like resilience to keep living in the world. And I think ultimately is a really profound message, which we know Harry provides us, which is awesome.
He's just gonna show up with really unique lyrics,
like,
and
he's
also
just fantastic,
very artistic sound.
He's one of the great ones. Like, I just think he's so cool. I was listening to his other 2 albums recently, and I'm like,
me too.
Every song slaps. Like, every song is so good, so artistic.
Yeah,
so
even
thoughtful.
where you're like, I won't listen to this a lot. You're like, this is a good song.
Yeah,
like, it was made well, production-wise, lyrically, it's good. I'm like, it's not like I'm not gonna be bopping to the car every time, but like, you're like, I could listen to this whole album all the way through and be like, I appreciate every song.
Definitely, totally.
Yeah, the promo for this album was also really cool. He made like a bunch of random Twitters and stuff like that, where he
really? I didn't know that.
He was like posting pictures of doors, and the doors would open and stuff like that. But what was behind the door was a book cover of like famous book covers, and each of them led to like a hidden clue of different songs in the album and different things about the release date and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Harry Styles, Harry's Home kind of thing.
Love it.
Easter. Bum, bum, bum.
Next section.
Well, thank you for joining us for the report. Now we gotta paint some eggs.
Yeah. Shall we set up our little egg?
Okay. I'm gonna fill these guys with water.
Okay.
And then. Okay. And then be right back.
Okay.
We could even. Yeah. Let's go for it. I'm gonna fill these guys all up.
Okay. I'll show the viewers our hard-boiled eggs. So these are 8 eggs we made. Does anybody know if the dye is toxic? Because some of these are cracked and they're gonna get inside the cracks. Just let us know. And then I will show you guys the stickers and stuff we bought. So it's a gnome party theme. So hard for me all the time. These are the stickers.
Little gnome guys.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move this over here so we have it for when we're done. Can you grab me one of those mats so that I'm not getting things everywhere?
Yes.
And then I need to put a little bit of vinegar. Yeah, as it was, it's such a pretty, like the music video. Do you watch the music video?
I didn't watch the music video yet.
What? You gotta watch the music video.
You know, I just watched the Get Into It music video. I'm so behind on music videos. I don't know why. Do you want me to put the cups on the thing right now?
We could. Just
Maybe,
put them right here kind of thing.
Actually, both of them you can do?
Yeah.
I'll put this on the floor.
Amy, come back. I know you're no good at that. Why aren't you freaking? Okay, put those guys over there.
Cute.
Okay, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of vinegar.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't want to spill this on your laptop, so I gotta be very careful.
My roommate just asked me to go for ice cream.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Watch the podcast. I'm gonna say watch while eating your ice cream. And I spilled what?
There we go. Okay. So. Okay. How many of y'all have decorated eggs before? What is your? We want to know about your guys' Easters too.
Yeah, we do.
Do you guys celebrate Easter? Do you hate Easter? Does Easter bring up trauma? Let's get it become a therapy. No, I'm kidding.
And what are your like interesting family traditions and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you want to start by sharing yours?
Okay, my Easter. I don't know if I have like a very like we did this every Easter type of thing, but my family what's the most unique thing about my Easter? Smashing eggs. Have you ever done that?
No.
Okay. That's probably the most unique part of my family and our little tradition is every year we smash eggs. What we do is we do hard-boiled eggs, we decorate them, and then when it's like Easter breakfast or brunch, we do something. Whenever we do like an Easter meal kind of thing, we do like egg smashing competition kind of thing.
Oh.
Where one of us gets one end, or like I have eggs here as an example. So you would hold this, hold that. You have to grab by the middle kind of thing, and then you try to like bash your egg into mine. Whoever's end broke loses.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun.
And then you do the other side kind of thing, and you want yours to be the winning egg kind of thing.
Cool. Kind of, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, we do smashing eggs, and then you eat the eggs after kind of thing, and then you peel them kind of stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so that's what we would do every year.
Yeah.
And that's the most unique tradition my family has, was smashing eggs. I think it's kind of cool. Or is pretty unique. I don't know any other families. Like the only one other family that did it was they were like Swiss, so I think it's like a German Swiss kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
European something?
A European tradition.
Yeah.
A European.
Yeah. These are kind of taking a little bit to dissolve, eh?
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Well, we can start the
Yeah, we could do the O talk. And then hopefully these guys are a little more dissolved by then. I'll keep poking at them. Here, you want to pass me those ones? And I'll poke at them along the way. The blue one's dissolving pretty good. Maybe I should have made the water warmer. Maybe that would help.
I don't know. That's okay. We have time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your family tradition, Hannah?
We don't actually have a lot of Easter traditions, which is funny because we have like such vigorous Christmas traditions. But Easter was like definitely more chill for us. I think part of that was because my Oppo was choir director. And so he would lead the choir, like they would do a special choir performance
for Easter.
For Easter, yeah, like his church like is very traditional, so they like have a quite developed choir. And then what they will do on days like Easter and Christmas is they'll have like the whole church service is a performance from the choir.
Really?
So it's kind of like they call it a cantata, which is an old term for
cantata.
Cantata, yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. Yeah, so but because of that, like because that's like kind of like one of the two biggest days of the year is like the Easter cantata performance for his choir, like that kind of became like the kind of main event for Easter. So sometimes we'll go and watch it plenty of the years, but then it was kind of like we had less like we always have dinner together kind of traditions like that. So that's kind of like my family. Lately I like in like maybe 2019 I went to my first like Easter sunrise service. I don't know if you like heard that before. Yeah, like a lot of churches will do like a sunrise like a 7 a.m. service outdoors for Easter. Yeah, just like
that's so cool. Actually.
Yeah, and it's kind of just like with the symbolic, like the sun's rising, like Christ's resurrection, like that kind of thing. It's just like symbolic, and I don't know. I thought that was cool. I wish I could say I have done it every year since then, but it was only 2019. But yeah.
Oh, speaking of eggs,
kind of my thing.
I have a goose egg on my forehead.
You do?
Like a small one. Like if you look,
From
can you
what?
tell? Like a bump right here.
Yeah, now that you say that, well, and yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I don't know, random tangent.
Tell the story.
Okay,
Tell the
okay.
story.
So I work, and I was working a lot lately. I've been working a lot, like long days, and a lot of them back to back to back to back. And so I started taking naps on my break in my car. I've done it for like 3 or 4 of my shifts now.
Yeah.
I have 2-hour breaks in my day, which are really weirdly long. And so I go and hide in my car and take a nap for at least an hour of it. And yesterday, I got it to my car and opened the door and then was about to get in and went just like, I was like, I'm going to dive in kind of thing. Bash my head on the top of my car.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
I like it was like full speed. This is the car rim, and like I'm going down here, bashed right in, and like my reaction was I stood back, was like, whoa, like I went
you
to
like
oblivion.
bounced off. Yeah.
And the Wendy's parking lot is right next to where I'm parked. I was like, did anyone see that?
Oh yeah.
Because I like that is embarrassing, but also I want someone to acknowledge that just happened.
Yeah, the duality of like you're embarrassed, but you kind of want a friend in the moment.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, but I need to know someone else is with me here.
Yeah.
No one saw it, so I literally just get in my car, and I'm like, the amount of pain I was in, it was just like, oh my gosh, my head was like pulsing, man.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep and had a nap, and it was a little bit like, if I fall asleep now, like, is this concussion? Like, you don't wake up kind of thing?
Yeah.
But I went,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, we're good to end it here in the Wendy's parking lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That sucks.
Yeah,
Wow.
so.
A happy Easter.
Merry Easter.
Merry Easter.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I have a story like that where I banged my head.
What'd you do?
As a kid, I was like climbing onto some playground and there was like a bar above that I didn't see, so I
did that
ran
too.
into the bar
multiple times.
And that was the first time and last time that I passed out.
Oh, you passed out?
I passed out.
That I didn't have that happen.
And what I did, because I was climbing up like an art climbing thing, so like I hit my head, I flung back, but like was hooked on somehow. So I get up and I'm like on this archy walkway thing, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. And the only reason I know I passed out is because by the time I got up, everybody was staring at me. Like all the other kids on the playground were like, what, like standing above me. I'm like, how'd they get there so fast? It was like how I pieced together, like I passed out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, it's actually coming along now though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be the center of attention though.
I did get attention. Yeah. Yup. It's all good.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah, I'd be scared. Were you scared? I was scared.
Yeah, but I really am kind of thankful that I didn't like fall off the whole playground or like something worse, you know? I don't know. Could have been crazier.
I did that while playing Grounders because you have to have your eyes closed when you're on the equipment during Grounders.
Yeah.
And ran right into a bar, smacked my
forehead. It's such a dangerous game, really, when you think of it. Kids are like so resilient.
Yeah, like kids just bounce back, man. Yeah. Last summer I was working at that daycare and I played Grounders with the kids all day. I was really good at it.
Nice.
Yeah. Like those little kids had nothing on me, man.
Grounders
I was running laps around them.
Good for you. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. No, Grounders is awesome. I remember playing it with like some of the camp staff when one summer when I was working, and it was just so much fun. Just with a group of adults, it's like, I don't know.
Adults is harder because I don't always win. Bill!
Hi, Hannah and Hannah only? The turntable.
Oh my gosh! Hannah Simp! I'm so excited. Hannah has
Hi, Nerd Bill.
Yeah. How's it going? How's the life?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've like talked with you in so long, Bill. Like, I feel like the last time we actually chatted was way back like Christmas time. I've just like seen you randomly around, and you're like, "Hi." Oh my gosh, Subsicle's here too.
Wait, Subsicle, hi.
Am I just Nerd Bill, not Bill to you, Hannah?
Beating kids is in ourselves.
What? We're talking about beating kids again, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
Stop.
Oh wait, that sentence.
We were talking about our childhood
dilemmas.
Yeah. Sorry, Bill. I realized that I said that as soon as I said it, I was just like, I just hope he doesn't notice. I was like, I know you like to be called Bill instead of the full, but I was just excited, so I just wanted 2 syllables.
Okay,
Okay, retract my statement. Hello, Oscar. Oscar.
Oh my gosh, I'm Oscar.
I'm just gonna ignore. I'm gonna delete the retract message, and then it's like he just said hi to both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, how are you guys? We're about to start our little TED Talk here, our O Talk.
And we gotta each of us grab an egg, and we're gonna start an egg, and then let's do it.
Are they ready to start?
I think so.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, he's a mod. I can't delete his.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah, I made Bill a mod.
That's reason, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I made Bill a mod because he's really good at modding.
Yeah.
And so when he's around,
Poggers.
he's like one of the most useful people in chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oscar can though.
Yeah, because you're also a mod, right?
Yeah.
And so you can't delete other mod stuff, but I can because I'm the streamer.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Any truers?
Any truers? Yeah. Yeah, when Bill's around, things go smoother. I should make Alana a mod too, because Alana also has the same vibe. When Alana's
she
around,
has a fantastic mod. Yeah, I've seen.
She
that.
makes things run smoother too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's honestly like I don't know Twitch culture very well.
Yeah.
Of like with the mod stuff, because I feel like some people are very possessive. They're like, I need my mods to be there for every second of my stream, and I need them to participate in this type of way. And I'm like, no, I just really like want to make people that I think are very helpful and very kind into mods. Like, and those that know how to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it, I'm not gonna make you a mod. But if you know how to mod, what's the reason not to? Because then you're just a very useful chat person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. I've been reading about gift economies.
In Twitch?
Not in Twitch. Like I've just been reading about like the term gift economy, and it's basically like when you will provide a service or a product like for free, and it's kind of like this like community of exchange where you just like there's some exchange, but it's not like here's my money for your service kind of vibe. And like that's what modding is on Twitch, right? Because like I mean, I'm sure some mods get paid like for big streamers, but like for grassroots streamers, it's like it's a gift, it's like mods are just there when they can, and it's volunteering. It's cool.
Okay.
Oh, are you writing on your egg?
We have the wax crayon.
Yeah.
So everywhere you put wax, that color, the white will stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Subsequent, you are very kind and very nice in chat. I don't know if you know how to mod though. But I made you VIP last stream. Remember? I got you.
That's exciting.
I got you. You a VIP now, sub. All right. What should I draw on it? Chat, I need help.
Yeah, somebody give a...
Do I make a...
Now, do you ever do like the half and half eggs?
Ooh, those would be fun.
That.
Okay. I'm going to do eyes. I'm going to make I'm going to see if I can make a person. Or a little ghosty guy.
A ghost.
I don't know.
Nice.
Well, we're talking about... Okay, there
the Holy Ghost?
The Holy Ghost. Here we go. Holy Ghost, man.
Oh, hi, G-Man.
G-Man.
Thanks for coming. How are you doing?
G-Man, the man I don't know at all in any way. The mysterious G-Man.
Yeah. Me neither. I don't know you.
Would you say like that? That's so funny.
Pretty good. Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, we're decorating eggs now because this is gospel time.
Yeah.
Get into it, yeah.
If you go to church.
Get into it, yeah. Okay. Do you want wax?
I think not right now.
Okay,
not
maybe
this
on
time.
another one. Wait, who's G-Man? Do I know them?
I don't know.
Well, I think you have to guess who G-Man is.
Yeah, just...
I don't think I want to tell you. I think it's more fun if you
You could slide into his DM and ask.
Yeah, who are you?
Yes, you know G-Man.
Yes, you know G-Man. It's clearly G-Man. Exactly. Subsequel even knows who G-Man is. Frickin' Bolts, come on.
Even Subsequel.
Yeah. Subsequel, no. Even Subsequel. Oh, that makes it sound mean. I like you, Subsequel. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, do I just go full blue?
I feel like that's
I don't like
your
this
gut.
game.
That's what you want.
Huh?
I feel like that's what you want in your soul, in your gut, in your
A full
intuition
color?
is full blue.
Full blue.
Yeah.
Come on. This guy's gonna be blue. It's already looking cool. I took it out like
Yay,
halfway.
awesome.
Okay. Okay, both you do know who G-Man is. I'm sorry. I don't mean to stress you out. You might need to just DM him though. I don't wanna dox anyone. You probably even know his phone number.
Now that everyone's kind of like a little more active in the chat, we were talking about like family Easter traditions. Volts, I know you have some good ones, so I want to hear like
What's your Easter
a
tradition?
little bit about your guys' like Easter things, what you do, like even if it's not a tradition, like things you've been doing. I want to know about it. Do you have red hair?
Do you have red hair? This is your first playthrough of Easter. Oh, I forgot. So
Wait, did we set a game? Did we set a...
So I have my tags for my stream, and I always leave first playthrough in because of Half-Life nowadays.
That's so
I
funny.
forget to take it off.
This is the first playthrough of
Easter
this year, 2022.
Yeah. I also sometimes, what do I do? I don't know. Oh, I also will leave sometimes the podcast ones, which are like music talk and like chatting and stuff like that. In when I'm doing the Half-Life playthrough, like, why are you talking about music?
Yeah.
Because I just don't like changing my tags because they're always so annoying to remember. Okay, I think this one's good.
Oh wow, cute.
Ah!
Oh, do we need like a drying?
Oh, the drying rack.
Oh, we can use that. Okay, perfect.
Give me a second.
Volt said, I feel like we don't have Easter traditions, just getting together with family. That is not what I heard from your sister.
Yeah, Volt.
I heard you guys have a whole talent show competition that's very rigorously judged, where everybody prepares a like mini play.
I mean, that could also be Emma's perspective. She's very competitive.
That's so funny. I could see that happening in my family too, where I'm like, we do this, and my brother's like, we like hang out, I guess.
Okay. Look at this. I don't know how to show chat.
I think just wait a bit so it's
But like,
not
can you
dripping.
see him? He has a little face.
So cute.
And little arms. We
Okay.
haven't done it in a couple years, but we did do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, COVID has been hard with everything.
Yeah. Do you think it was the only reason you didn't do it was because of COVID? How's your butt going?
The butt
Yeah.
of the egg.
Yeah, how's the butt going?
It's good. So what I think
Is
I'm
it
gonna
very
do,
yellow?
It's not super yellow yet, but I wanted to do yellow first if I'm doing like stripes.
Yeah.
So then I can go over it.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, but I'm thinking I need to do it a little bit more because like the bottom is more yellow right now than the.
Okay, I'm gonna take
Middle.
this guy out. And then maybe I'll add more wax and then do him again or something. Give him pants.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not super tradition based. We're just getting older at this point. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
My family for Christmas, we have like we call it the program, which are like different things we do before we open presents. We like, and by family I don't mean like my immediate family, I mean like my extended, like aunts and uncles and stuff, and cousins. And we call it the program because everybody like will do a little performance. Well, usually all the children will do a little performance. Even the adults do. Like 2 of my aunts and uncles, they like do a dance. Like it's like pretty.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's pretty intense and crazy. But so me and my cousin, who's the same age as me, used to do a show every time. We called it the Hannah and Jamie show. It was very like we would make a play and like whatever. And we were like, okay, like when we were like 18, we were like, this is kind of like I think we're old enough for to retire from the Hannah and Jamie show is what we thought. And some of our relatives were not happy with that. They were like, you're not too old. Like, you should keep going. Like, we didn't ask to be attacked in this way of getting you guys retiring. Like, it was quite funny. And my cousin and I were like, we thought you guys, like, didn't want to see, like, grown 18-year-olds, like, performing anymore. Like,
Yeah.
It was funny, but I don't know. Every family's different with, like, their conceptions of age and what they mean, you know? like for example, in the same family, I still sit at the kids' table. So that's what I mean about conceptions of age. You know, it's like we still have our place, and while I could have my own kids at this age, I sit at the kids' table because that's the place that I have in that family. So, you know. Yeah. I'm guessing Maddie was pretty upset. He seems like the type to be into that. Well, Maddie actually is still doing his show, which was a remake of my show.
Wait, I'm gonna change the mic. You can keep talking.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
But yeah, he's good at performing, so his performances were always pretty funny. He would do like one time they like rapped the Bible, like very silly, like spoofy things like that. Gives like Jimmy Fallon skits a little bit. Jimmy Scallion.
Jimmy Scallion, my folks. Jimmy the Stallion. Jimmy the Stallion.
Have you been seeing Megan Thee Stallion's TikToks?
Yes.
They're really
good. They're weird.
They're good. Mm-hmm. They're like put together.
Am I making it tighter or looser?
It's giving looser from this angle.
Okay, good.
That's what you wanted?
Because I need to get back on. It came off. I was about to be like, we're about to say hi to the mic in our die.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good. Anybody else want to share their Easter traditions before we talk about world global Easter traditions and the history of the holiday? As far as egg dyeing, I don't know how much you did that growing up, but we did like every year for sure. And even once I was like moved out at university, like if I happened to be back, we'd like find a way to do it. Like, I don't know, it's a fun activity, just cute, fun.
I mean, if you don't celebrate Easter, what kind of spring holidays do you celebrate too?
Yeah,
like, would also be interesting. Like,
right, exactly.
I don't think I know many spring like holidays very well. Like there's Passover, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I don't know very many very well.
Yeah, I was gonna mention like Ramadan has also started as well. So like they don't always fall at the same time, like Easter, Passover, Ramadan. But right now they're like pretty much almost the same time.
That's so interesting.
So it is interesting, yeah, because like there's a word for those three religions because they have similarities. I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I think I've heard that too.
The three monotheistic, Abrahamic religions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. And Ramadan, you know, is very special for those who celebrate it. Abrahamic faiths, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Abrahamic, thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's great. We all got it.
Good.
Yeah, we got it.
We're all intellectuals here.
Yes.
I love
Abrahamic,
it. Yeah.
But I feel like there's another word.
Another word for it?
For like the three, like try something, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I feel like I heard that in like our history kind of thing too.
Yeah.
I'm repping Ramadan here. Oh my gosh. So
are you celebrating?
Celebrate Ramadan?
Yeah.
Like right now? Because I'd love to hear what you kind of do kind of thing for Ramadan.
Yeah.
What is like your family's tradition? What's your personal thing?
Yeah. I follow some influencers who do Ramadan, and one of them specifically, she like decorates her living room like just kind of like party vibes, like just like balloons and like streamers and decorations, and like that's and it says Ramadan like in balloons, and it's like very just like celebratory. It looks like exciting, which is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of love that Easter and Ramadan at the same time right now. I think that's like so fun for the world. Like what a party.
Everyone gets to celebrate at
everybody's
a similar time.
Everybody's like doing their exciting stuff, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Although I know, you know, both Easter and Ramadan are like very serious. Not always
they're
exciting.
they're very
like, sacred, also like
they're not
prayerful.
like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
cute.
Yeah. It's not always like party. Yeah. Yeah.
The message here is so adorable. Okay. Want to move into the O talk?
Sure, let's start. Oh, I need to.
Do you want your laptop?
Yeah, do you want to.
Hold your egg?
Or vice versa? Thanks.
Nice.
Great.
Easter. Dun 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 dun.
I am officially multitasking, which feels kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm like holding my egg and I'm like looking at my my notes here. Yeah. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. I think I have something there. Shoot, I was gonna make all of the words pink, so like looked a little more Eastery, but I forgot and left them black. It's okay.
Origin. Oh, a little bit's covered by our faces. That's good to note.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't put them any words on the slides, honestly.
Oh,
They're kind of
of
just there to, like, look at.
Origins and dating controversies. We fast
Yeah.
from sunrise to sunset, and we have a feast every day at sunset.
Yeah.
We visit family and friends, or they visit us every other day. That's really fun.
That's awesome. Like, are you enjoying it so far? Is it, like, a time that you enjoy? If you don't mind sharing, like, is it something you enjoy and
Yeah.
look forward to? I know everyone has different perspectives on holidays, those kind of things.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people, I mean, I know people who are like, I hate going home for Easter.
Yeah.
They're like, I have to go home for Easter. My
Mhm.
family just makes me kind of
Yeah, yeah,
thing. And,
for sure.
and stuff like that. So it's like everyone has their like different opinions,
Mhm.
even when they celebrate it themselves.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, origins and controversies in naming Easter.
Okay, yeah, let's start. So, I mean, for Christians, Easter is simply the celebration of Jesus' resurrection after he was crucified. So Christians believe that he was crucified, and we celebrate, or we commemorate that on Good Friday. And then on Sunday, we kind of like commemorate the 3 days that Christians believe he was in the tomb and then was resurrected. So Easter is a very happy celebration because of that. It's like
Mhm.
the very celebratory and
They're like mourn
hopeful.
and then celebrate.
yeah, that's kind of
all
the whole
part of it.
thing, and really relevant to like how we believe like God's love is operating and whatever is that there's this hope and there's this love and yeah. But
How did it start?
how did it start?
Like the Easter we have
How
now
did we start celebrating? Because
isn't in the Bible.
yeah, so I mean, Jesus like was living and around the time of like zero,
Yeah.
the year zero or whatever in the Gregorian calendar, and obviously for the first few hundred years it wasn't like immediately like now it's called Easter and we decorate eggs
Everyone
and, like,
get
whatever.
a bunny and
Yeah.
go.
Grab your bunny, go. We're
Yeah.
celebrating Jesus, like whatever. It wasn't really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we get what we have now?
So how we got what we had is like, I mean, I think like the early Christians, like the last few hundred years or the first few hundred years after Jesus, like they were celebrating it and they were commemorating it.
Really, how did they do that?
Just like, I mean, it was very like grassroots and like also in those first few hundred years. So like something that I learned in my research is like, I mean, theoretically I knew this before my research, like in the first few hundred years after Jesus lived, like there was the Roman Empire was not Christian. And then during the empire, Constantine, he converted to Christianity and then
Everything became
converted the whole
Catholic
Roman
world.
Empire to Christianity, and then I think that's why it's called the Roman Catholic Church. Yeah. So it would have just been very like grassroots, like like small things, like friend,
They
hey,
meet
this is
together.
the anniversary of this, and like whatever. But and then there were churches that were like celebrating it. I didn't do as much research on that stuff, but basically then like it did become more relevant, mainstream, I guess, in the Roman Empire when Constantine switched, because then like
oh my gosh, Easter became
there was just
mainstream.
so many like converts.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we can't do this. It's too mainstream now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if like nowadays people like the whatever, like the hipsters are like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I don't want to celebrate this new age like celebration because it's like too mainstream.
Yeah, so funny. Which actually, I actually do kind of have a point about that, because
Really?
something I learned is that in Easter, for like kind of the first few hundred years of North America, like the U.S. and stuff, it was not popular there because there was huge Puritan movements at that time, and Puritans were like, I mean, people probably know the definition of Puritan. It's like it was a Christian who just like was like anything like pleasureful and possibly negative is like has to be squelched and whatever. And so the Puritans really didn't like Easter in North America in those 100 years because it was like a feast, like everyone would like party and would get a little rowdy, and the Puritans were like upset about that. They were like, we need to squelch Easter, we need to stop celebrating it entirely because it's like getting too rowdy and stuff. And I think that's really interesting. Like, I think it really shows this interesting thing of like holidays and cultural things like that are kept every year. Like it's just because like Constantine like started Easter, like not started, but like there was talk about Easter like way back when, doesn't mean that like everybody's always doing it. And so what I was reading about is that like in the US specifically, like it eventually started just to adopt Easter, but was like for a while Puritans were like very upset about that. And I think it just shows like it could have easily gone the other way and like never caught on in North America. And then you and I, who knows like what we would have like thought about Easter and like
celebrated.
Yeah, and because like we're not like Catholic, we're like Protestants too. Like Catholic, like Easter was always bigger in Catholicism too. Mm-hmm. And then in like the separating Protestants, it's like they didn't do as many like rigorous traditions for Easter, you know. So I think that's like also interesting, relevant.
Yeah, we got a 3-day holiday after Ramadan called.
Yeah.
I know this word. How do I say it? I've heard this. Eid al-Fitr. I don't know how to pronounce it, man. Yeah. I've definitely seen it. Where we celebrate the breaking of the fast. Yeah. That's where the word breakfast comes from. That's so cool. Wait, that's where the word breakfast comes from? Mm-hmm. That's so cool. Usually people who don't have a job get money as a gift during it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's so nice, though.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Bill, you missed the Pokemon. It just escaped your grasps.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that was the origin of breakfast. That's really cool. Even
I've heard it said like because you have a fast overnight too, right? So if you're having it in the morning too, it's like
the breaking of fast.
Break your nightly.
That's like the
fast.
Literal definition. Yeah. Wow, interesting.
Okay, I think this
thing
comes
is from
yellow
the breaking
enough.
of your nightly fast, not a religious tradition specifically.
Yeah, but it's a reference to
I guess then any like
when you stop
a fast. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Which is why like people tell me, Hannah, when you eat breakfast at like 5 or 7 p.m., you can't call it breakfast. It's like supper or like lunch.
I'm like, I haven't eaten anything before.
And
though.
I'm like, this is my first meal of the day. It is breakfast because I'm breaking that fast of when I was sleeping.
Exactly. Yeah. Take that, all the haters.
That's to my haters who criticize my sleep schedule. Just kidding. Okay, yeah. So.
Estoria from.
Yeah, Estra. I don't know. Ostra.
This is the Easter lady.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this where the word Easter came from? Because Easter, the word is also not in the Bible.
No. Yeah. So that's part of like the conflict I want to talk about. Basically, kind of the angle we were coming at this for the podcast is like, being celebrators of Easter, right now being Christians, we're like we don't know why we do eggs. Yeah. But we also go to like church and like just. We don't know like the bunnies connection. Everywhere. There's like Easter bunny. There's like the bunny in the mall that you like take pictures with. We're like we don't.
What's the why?
Like, and then we're also like we don't know where Easter comes from. So this research that I did was like all new to me. Like I'm not just like I had this wealth of knowledge. It was like I did all this research to like see like where did it come from and like that kind of thing. But one of the kind of I would say rumblings that goes around in like I would say like Christian communities that I've grown up in is like. Is this rumbling of like, well, you know, Easter actually like started from a pagan holiday and then Christians just kind of like took it up. Pagan meaning defined as something that isn't part of like a main of kind of the mainstream religions, kind of the ones like Abrahamic ones we were talking about, or I think like other large religions wouldn't count as that, but like kind of more grassroots cultural religions or cultural practices.
We need to start a tally in the chat every time Hannah says grassroots.
I don't even say grassroots a lot of the time. It's a nice word, okay?
It's a really nice word, but
it
like
excites me.
Yeah. It's very ethereal.
I'm gonna drop an album called Grassroots later. Yeah. Okay, wait.
She's hitting her next single.
Quick pause. I hate to pause
Yeah,
myself,
we need to focus on the eggs.
I need to. So I'm gonna make a bottom color. So the middle's gonna be yellow. Which one should I do on the bottom?
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Either pink or green.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, will both of those, like, cover the yellow?
Yeah.
Decently? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta flip it, though.
No, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna do it like
this.
this.
Even like that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Do it.
No, I think it's gonna turn. I'm gonna do green.
Okay, just sit it like there. Yeah, you just gotta sit that little. Yeah, like that.
Okay, this is gonna make my arm sore, but we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best.
Hold it up. You're going too deep.
Am I?
Yeah. There, perfect.
I I'm actually so stressed. I feel like I'm like a scientist right now.
Yeah, Jimin is
Yeah.
right. It comes from the Arabic language during the Middle Ages in Spain, not the religion. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So it's like it's
wow.
very entangled history then.
Yeah.
though.
That's interesting.
It's so fascinating to
I
know
love
when.
word origins.
Yeah, to learn the origins of the word. That's
Mhm.
also why I think Easter. I was like, why do we have the word Easter? Why do we
Mhm.
have these random traditions with Easter?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, like I was saying, like there's a lot of rumblings in the Christian church of like, no, it was actually like a pagan holiday, and like generally like that's kind of like something we believe and think is like, oh, like Easter, like it was just adopted by Christians when like there was major like Christian converts throughout like the Roman Empire and throughout Europe and stuff. But the actual history is like a lot more muddled than that. And like what was interesting about my research is that I would read like two different articles that would say two different things about
really?
like the history. Yeah. So especially in English speaking societies, we talk about like also English native language speaking societies. We talk about Easter being named after the Ostra, Easter, the goddess of spring that we have on the
screen right
now. And she was a goddess celebrated allegedly in like England and Germany during spring. So they were like early
Why
people,
would they celebrate?
they were like marking spring. So they were marking spring with like the spring goddess.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of the articles I was reading were like, yeah, it caught on from this and it was named that. But two kind of rebuttals for that was that it was only in England and Germany and now like North America who speaks English that it's called Easter, or like German it's called like something similar to Easter. In most other like European societies who've been celebrating Easter for like a while, it's called like Pashta or something.
That sounds like Passover to me.
Which is from Passover. It's like directly derived from Passover, which
interesting
is because like the crucifixion, resurrection events happened like really adjacent to Passover, like the Jewish like time of Passover. In fact, like Palm Sunday, which is like we celebrate it like the week before Easter, is like was Jesus going to Jerusalem for Passover. So that kind of muddles this theory of like, yeah, Easter is like developed from this pagan holiday, because it's like, no, it's literally developed from Passover, which is a Jewish holiday in most of the other like European societies, who were like have been like Christian for a long time. So that's, I thought was kind of interesting, because if you kind of read a generic,
the French word for Easter is Pâques.
Yeah, Pâques. I don't know,
Pâques. Pâques.
Yeah, and so that also is derived from like the word for Passover. And so, yeah, it's only England and Germany. So I thought that was interesting, because if you look up a generic article, you're going to hear like, yeah, it was developed from this spring god. And it's like, well, it was maybe passed over from that in England. But that's like about it, which is interesting. I experienced Egyptian Easter.
Sham is SM.
Oh.
NSM. It's like normal Easter, but they also make a fish
cool
dish called feskin. That's really fun. Did I spill? No. That's really cool. What is the fish dish like? The fish dish.
Yeah.
What's the fish dish like? What's in that? I'm very fascinated by that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a normal Easter, yeah, and like Easter is like these are the origins, which like very common in like the Roman Empire and like Europe, but it's now celebrated like everywhere. Yeah. That Christianity is found, and so there's lots of different like traditions, which is really cool. And I think in my research I like barely scratched the surface of like what different traditions are out there, but it's pretty cool.
Eggs and bunnies though. Why do we have those?
Yeah.
Like, why did those happen?
Yes. So okay. Before that, I will just say the rebuttals I was reading about like Easter deriving from like the goddess again.
Oh yeah.
Was also saying like Christians like in the early times were like very against like pagan things, like very like violently against pagan things, you know? So it's like, why would they pass the name? So like one of the articles I was reading from like Encyclopedia Britannica was saying like there's widespread consensus that it's not derived from the Easter goddess, like from the spring goddess at all, even in England. So it's like kind of like it was kind of like myth. A loose historical thing. And I think it's kind of just something interesting that I've just learned in this research is like, history is really complicated to like define, and like we can't go back to like what happened very easily. And like that's something I learned. I think I was listening to a speaker and they were saying like they had like some interesting example about like chickens, and they were like, we don't know if like this certain society at this time had chickens, and they were like, this just proves that like we get written records and like records of certain things that societies do but not of others.
Interesting.
And so it's like that's how incomplete history is, and we just have to like fill in the gaps. We were like, we assume they had chickens, but we have no record of chickens until like this year, and like that kind of thing. So it's just like that's the interesting concept. Ooh, I like that egg. Cute.
Yes, he's like little face.
Nice.
It's subsequent. No, I can't.
I like how all your eggs have like faces. I've never thought to do that on an Easter egg.
I do it all the time.
Really? Yeah. That's funny. Are you gonna put stickers on?
I think so. I think I'll make them into gnomes.
Yeah.
Try to.
Cool.
But you didn't try the fish dish, but it tastes good even though it smells pungent. Okay, I made a fish dish. I had pad thai. Pad thai. How do you say it?
Pad thai.
I had pad thai for the first time this week because I had a peanut-free version. That shit smelled horrible. Okay, that smelled like not.
Fish is a very polarizing.
Like
smell.
It had some sort of more. It's more pink than Hannah. The fish dish is more pink than Hannah. That's funny. That's really.
I'm more pink than Hannah.
I'm more pink than Hannah. Wait, you're more pink than Hannah?
Or did
Are
you
just blushing?
It?
Oh, the egg.
He might have
your egg.
I think you. Yeah.
Never mind. I got confused. Egg you. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you egg you in a minute. But I think I tried pad thai for the first time, and making it was smelling so bad. Like the fish smell was horrible. It's lingering in my house. I'm being hurt by it.
Yeah, that's rough.
I liked the food. It tasted super good.
Yeah.
But it smelled really, really stinky.
Yeah.
That's my whole story.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Fish.
Sorry.
No egg me.
No, the egg version of him is pink.
Oh my goodness. I missed that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally. That's fun.
Anyway,
so eggs and bunnies. So the development of eggs came in like the Middle Ages Europe. And
why they just went, we really think these are cute.
Eggs. Yeah. No, basically what it was is that the Catholic Church.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Why did you say? You just said
that is how I said it. Yeah.
You like eggs.
Yeah. Basically, what I found is that the Catholic Church like made it the way they did it back then is the week before Easter, everybody would be fasting from certain foods, and so eggs were one of the things that weren't allowed that you had to fast from. But everybody's chickens were still laying eggs that week. So then by Easter, you had like this influx of eggs because like you were like your chickens were continuing to produce for like a whole week, and you just had this not influx, I guess, like collection. You had this collection, right?
I collect
eggs. And so that's basically how historians like think that it developed is like because they had this influx, and then they were eaten at like the celebrations, and I think decorating was just a vibe. That's all I really could figure out about that. It was just like fun, but also eggs being either whether it was intentional or just because they were one of the foods that was being fasted from, they became like the symbol of like new birth and stuff, which is very like metaphorically related to like the resurrection. So that was kind of
it just fit the vibe. Very
fit the vibe. What I found out about bunnies is
Billy, you gotta hurry. Blossom's here.
The Pokemon game. What I found out about bunnies is because Easter is associated with spring and so associated with spring in like the northern hemisphere, bunnies were also associated with spring because like that's like where like it's like their breeding season and they all like pop out, and like that's kind of like that theme of fertility is like a spring theme because like all the flowers are growing again, all the animals are like reproducing again, like whatever. So what I read about that is like bunnies became associated because of the association with spring. And I think what's interesting about that is that a lot like majority of the world doesn't have like those seasons in the same way as like the northern hemisphere has like spring, winter, fall, summer, whatever. And like, so for example, in Australia they have seasons, but it's actually autumn right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's like, but they have all the same Easter imagery because like they got Easter from Europe. So like that's something that was like kind of interesting in my research. Is like they still have all these like spring themes and eggs and bunnies and like, but it's actually autumn.
That's
So I think
funny.
that's kind of interesting. I don't know how that would feel as an Australian. Like,
Yeah.
it would be
Also
something.
having Christmas during summer kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
That's also so weird.
With like, we have so much North American imagery of like snow and
Christmas
dark
movies.
days and like
yeah.
like, so I don't know, it's very interesting. Yeah, that was something I thought was kind of cool.
A funny bunny story that I remember is last spring, Ari moved downstairs and became like neighbors, and
Yeah.
when she was setting up her gaming room, we set up her computer in the right spot and then opened the window, and there was a bunny like staring into the room.
Yeah.
And she just goes, "What the?" like screams. And it's so funny
The
because
bunny's like, why are you in my
yeah, we
territory?
like made eye contact with it, and it like it turns out it had like a nest kind of thing. Like it made like a bit of like a divot into the ground to like be able to sit there, and she just like don't like that kind of vibes. And it was
Yeah, I
so
remember.
funny.
And because it's a downstairs, like the window is like
Level.
the bunny's above you a
Yeah,
little bit. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's funny.
several years ago, I was in New Zealand at Christmas time, and it was really weird to see people wearing Santa hats on the beach. That'd be so weird, man. Like, I just think it's like I feel like I have such a little brain for how I understand how the rest of the world operates sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I want to be able to try some of these different versions of these holidays, or like different holidays in general.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Okay, Subsicle, are you still there? Want to see egg you? I gave you pants.
The experience of celebrating Christmas with summer weather was generally surreal. I get that. I've spent Christmas in a summery place once before too, and it's like when you're used to wintry Christmas, it's definitely feels like literally another world. I think surreal is a great word for that.
Is it showing
Oh,
up?
nice.
It's getting out of focus.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it is.
I gave you teeth. Is it really? I get.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. Is it popping up really well? There we go. Yeah. Egg Subsicle. Let's go. Eggsicle.
Nice. Yeah, okay.
I got my jeans on fleek. Yes.
Can I bring the pink over here?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my third layer, this egg here.
Next. Easter traditions around the world.
Yeah, just don't click anymore from that. Yeah, because I
Just
have
leave it
one
here?
more. Yeah, leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah, so related to the Puritans thing, something interesting that I found was that, the Puritans were really trying to squelch it in like America specifically, and it was kind of like, it was like a really Catholic thing, and so Protestants, like the we're not like having, I guess, more like rigorous traditions really, like they were like struggling with tradition and stuff. But there was something, there was a shift that happened in the 17th century, so like the 1600s, where it's called the discovery of childhood. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
But historically, like, people didn't, like, they just thought of children as like small adults in training. And then when the discovery of childhood happened, people started thinking of kids as like childhood as like this very privileged, like beautiful time.
Cute.
Of like, we need to like cherish like kids' time and like make their time really special, and like kind of focus on children. And like you see that in society now. It's like if you're a parent, you're like focused on children, and it's like it's the children's experience. And like before that, like it was more like kids are seen and not heard, and kids just have to like
Get ready for adulthood.
Get ready for adulthood, like be trained in how to do things and like whatever. And so,
We're gonna die anyway.
little crack, yeah.
Yeah, this egg's got a little crack in it.
Yeah. Okay, my yellow strip is a little thinner than I wanted it to be, but it's okay.
That's the German flag.
Yeah. Kinda, hey? Well, we are German.
Yeah.
Like Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Yeah. Yeah, so with the discovery of childhood, a lot of historians like are theorizing like that's when the eggs and bunnies became even more popular because
Mm.
then we started seeing in the 17th century, we saw like evidence that people were hiding these colored eggs that were decorated for Easter. They were hiding them in gardens for kids to find, and it was just like making games for children, right? Which before that, like, there was no relevance for that. And then that is how the Puritans became able to like accept Easter then, is because it was like it became really kid friendly, and it was just like about like hiding eggs for kids instead of like party time at like the bar or something. So I thought that was really interesting. Something I never would have thought about Easter.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And also in the 1800s, in like the West, sending letter mail became a cheaper thing.
Mm.
So more feasible for people. And so that's where like cards with Easter bunnies and Easter eggs and paraphernalia
They had to start
really,
branding it.
yeah, and that's where like we have our commercialism today. It's like actually it's not like it's the commercialism of the last like 50 years. It's actually since the like 1800s when letters became popular. It became like this really fun like thing for people to do. So I thought that was pretty neat too. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this egg. I think we're done.
Cute. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it a lot.
This side there's like a little wave.
Oh.
Big wave. Yeah. But yeah, I might put some stickers on it, but it's kind of busy already. I don't know if I need one.
I like it.
How'd you take it out? Do you
I just popped it
like
out.
this?
I grabbed it.
Perfect.
Cute.
My first one. It's finished.
Eggs.
And you're on your third.
Excellent.
I better.
You're right.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slow with this one though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Basically, Easter's just around the world.
And
A
this
lamb
egg
is
looks like the
traditionally
egg
eaten?
from the Barney movie.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the
I don't-
Barney
we're
movie.
gonna-
What egg is
We're
in the
gonna
Barney
Google.
movie? We're gonna Google.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Escape! Escape!
Oh, that's okay. Nice. Should I make a full pink one? What should I do now? Oh my gosh, I need to think about this. Should I draw on it?
Yeah, drawing it.
I don't know if I
Barney.
want to. I feel like that's your thing. I feel like I don't need to test my drawing skills. Oh my goodness.
What the heck? It kind of does.
I probably like reproduced it from like a childhood fever dream of like, some core memory that I have.
Is this a clip?
It's the whole movie. You want to play? That's so funny.
You can see the whole movie on YouTube.
Barney's Great Adventure. I didn't know there was a Barney movie.
Me either, man. What a weird. Subsequent finding us some deep cuts.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah. Should I do a half and half egg?
Yeah.
'Kay.
Yeah. You should
should
draw.
put-
You should draw something on it though.
Okay.
I believe in you.
What should I draw?
What should I draw?
Yeah, Easter lamb is the traditional meal.
Lamb, right?
Lamb. I thought it was ham for some reason, but apparently it's lamb.
Which holiday's ham then?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a holiday that's ham? No, because most religions and everything was no pork for years and years and years. So there probably isn't a ham
That's
one.
true. That's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll rewatch it later. Yeah, you should. It's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Today we're learning new things about
Useful, yeah.
Easter and Barney.
And what YouTube videos to watch, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's nice. It's something to do tonight. Go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will go home and watch I'm in my home. Never mind.
You will retire to your home.
When I die young,
I kinda
bury
wanna-
me with Barney.
I kind of want to do like a half, like a ham.
Make a
hot dog
ham?
way, a hot dog way, or whatever.
Do it
like
hot dog
a
style.
long way. This.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, we'll see. We're taking risks.
Do you know any places that have really strange holidays? I don't know any.
Like Easter traditions and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Easter's
lot
a
of
pretty
the-
tame holiday.
A lot of the traditions really are like a lot of Catholic stuff. So like a lot of mass. Something I didn't know was like I found there's a lot of like processions that people will do. So if you scroll through the pictures, actually I put some pictures. Not this one. Not that one. This one.
Mm.
Yeah. So like they'll have parades and stuff. where they're like celebrating Easter, which I think is interesting. Like
a parade for Easter.
like yeah, and I also read that in the Philippines there's like a parade. I don't know how like widespread it is. I couldn't figure that out from the article, but there's a procession basically where like the men will follow like a Jesus character and the women will follow a Mary character.
Interesting.
And the Jesus character and the Mary character go and meet, and it's kind of like Jesus being like, "It's okay, mother, like I'm alive again," and like there's hope and whatever. And like so the Mary character's like mourning, and the Jesus character goes to like be like, "Actually, there's good news. Like it's Easter. We're not mourning anymore. Like we're excited and like whatever." So I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, like I don't know how like I don't know if like you talk to like a Filipino, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, like."
I do that every year.
I did that. Like I think it's maybe just like something. It could be just like 100 people participate in like one city, you know. So
it's
I
a
don't
thing
know
that happens
how.
in the Philippines.
But it is something that happens, and yeah, like various cities, especially like high Catholic populations, which the Philippines has, but like Spain. I think this picture is from Spain, but actually, there's a palm tree, so maybe it's from Spain. I don't know. I can't remember. I should have like given credit, but I copied and pasted from an article. So anyway. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I read like a whole like article about the Philippines. They also like have a longer weekend, so they have from Maundy Thursday all the way to Easter Sunday. So it's a 4-day weekend, which like I know it's like some places will have around here, but sometimes it's just like 3 days for us. So it's really popular with just like tourism and traveling there because like they have a 4-day weekend. They go and visit like the tourist spots in their country and stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting too.
That is cool.
Yeah. And then
I
if
like
you
this photo.
go to this photo, this is at one of the White House, the U.S. White House.
The White House takes Easter very seriously.
Yeah, they do. They have their Easter egg roll, it's called, and you know these kids are dressed up. I don't know what year this was. No.
Look at this white people vibe. I'm like, those bangs are like only the whitest can pull that off.
Yeah.
Look at those little bangs, those mini bangs.
Yeah,
man.
that's so funny. Kind of love it. I'm
That
curious
is
if these
cringe.
dresses were like, or these costumes were like colorful, or if they were just white. It's hard to tell from the picture. Yeah. Yeah, so like that's a big tradition is like the White House egg roll. It was apparently started in 1878 by the First Lady of the wife of President Rutherford B. Hayes.
Hayes, yeah, my
And-
man.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Of whom I know so much about.
Probably in the 30-something
About
this
whom I-
present. Yeah. That one.
Yeah, and apparently there's like a lot of controversy in the first couple of years because like so many people would gather at the White House that it would be like just really chaotic and whatever, but now I guess they've tamed it and it's like a very fun little thing and whatever. But
They do a Halloween thing in the White
Yeah.
House now, don't they?
I think so. They do like, I know they do like a turkey thing for Thanksgiving as well.
They've started to really go up with the holidays.
Yeah, they have these like traditions. Yeah, so kind of cool, kind of fun.
Kind of fresh.
Oh, sorry.
Well, my favorite type of church service is the Easter Vigil. Is the Easter Vigil service. It starts at sunset outside the church with a fire, and then everyone lights candles from the fire and heads into the church. The service involves a lot of Bible reading and goes until quite late. Traditionally, it goes until midnight, but the ones I've gone to have gone to about 10 p.m. That is
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, I was reading like that's like one of the Catholic traditions is like a vigil like the Saturday night, and it's like very solemn, and then celebration kind of party like the Sunday. So yeah, like a lot of Catholic churches like still have that, and it's like very big thing. And
Oh yeah, I know Purple Haze. Who's Purple Haze? Is Purple Haze one of these children? What Purple Haze one of these guys? Gosh dang zombie Jesus Day. Yeah, that
exactly. Yeah,
It's the day.
It's party time, so we gotta decorate eggs
We gotta decorate
because we gotta
because we got the zombie Jesus.
re-risen Jesus. Yeah. Exactly.
Is there? I feel like I remember reading somewhere about there wasn't there like part of the resurrection was other people came alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like and if you read in the actual Bible,
Uh-huh.
in the verses like after Jesus comes back from the dead, it says that like other people also came back from the dead too.
Yeah.
That a bunch of people
That is
came
so
back
creepy.
from the dead.
I'm like, what?
is what the Bible says.
Yeah.
It's just like talk about it kind of
Mhm.
thing. And like that's weird.
Mhm.
President Purple Haze. Oh yeah. Rutherford B. Hayes. Yeah, Purple Haze. Yeah, that man. Yeah, you're right. I got you.
I see. Yeah. No,
That
he's
is
not one
so
of the
creepy.
familiar presidents
No.
of like Lincoln and such.
Yeah.
So a
Trump.
little too much American history for this Canadian.
Yeah.
Which color should I do the other side of the egg?
Whatever you want. Yellow or blue would probably look better than red, though.
You mean orange?
What?
We don't have a red. So.
Oh, it would look better than green, is what I meant.
Oh,
The blue,
green.
yeah,
I
blue or
see.
yellow would probably look better than green.
Okay.
So
I did. That one's actually a lot pink and green, so I should switch it up, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are saying we all missed the zombie apocalypse? Exactly. We didn't get to live through the zombie apocalypse.
True. We just have to read about it.
I believe it's when Jesus died that other people rise from the dead. Okay, yeah, it's definitely at one of those points. It's something like, because it's when he dies.
Yeah.
It says the curtain that was in the temple ripped
Mhm.
apart. The sky like thundered and like went black or something, and it says the earth opened and
Mhm.
people rose from the dead, something like
See
that.
Matthew 27:51-52. Okay, thank you.
It's
for the
something like
reference.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, if Jesus dies and others come back to life, then then that just means he is patient zero.
What's patient zero? Like the
Like,
zombie.
Yeah, like he's the one that like created
Started-
the disease.
Is that a like general zombie? Like, because I know there's a lot of zombie like fiction and whatever, but
Mhm.
is that like a general, or is it like Walking Dead specifically?
I think patient zero is kind of like a general term for like disease. I think.
Oh, okay,
And like
yeah, that
and
makes
like
sense, actually,
things
yeah.
spreading. So the one that started it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's used in zombie language because of that. Ooh.
Interesting. Sorry. Can I?
No, you're
steal
good.
this?
See Matthew 20.
So
Okay.
true. That's actually such a funny way to put it. Patient zero. So true.
That Jesus started a zombie apocalypse, a mini zombie apocalypse. It would have been terrifying, man. I don't
Yeah.
think there was a patient zero in Walking Dead. It was more a callback to 28 Days Later. Wait, I've never seen 28 Days Later.
Me neither. I haven't seen The Walking Dead either.
Me either. I got really scared. I started the first episode and got too scared and turned it off.
Yeah. I had to read a Walking Dead. Well, I guess
One of the comic books?
comic. Mhm.
Oh,
I had to
cool.
read one of the comics for English.
Hmm.
We did one of my English classes was like a zombie theme. The whole class,
Mm.
zombies and monsters. So we did like Walking Dead, and we read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
28 Days Later, patient zero was a chimp. Oh, like Planet of the Apes.
Like
You
an
need to
actual
watch
chimp.
28 Days Later with the Barney movie then. Like a chimp?
We have a lot of research to do.
Yeah, we
Trey.
got a lot to watch.
Yeah.
We gotta watch the Dark Knight series, gotta watch 28 Days, gotta watch the Barney movie.
Yeah,
We got things to
have
do.
to watch that DC Comics.
Oh yeah, we have the
And
DC
online
Comics
as well.
like YouTube
Yeah.
docu-series thing.
Yeah.
We've got research to get done.
Yeah. Oh, I can see my flower that I drew on this.
Yes. Okay. Like let's get rid of these little white bitches. what?
Oh, hot cross buns. Have you ever had a hot cross bun?
Yeah, my Oma would make them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Or
feel
my
like
grandma
I haven't
would.
had one.
Ever?
Yeah.
Time for more Elden Ring. Oh, good luck. Is that Sue? Have fun with Elden Ring.
Yeah, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for
Stopping by.
stopping by.
If
and
you're
maybe
lurking, yeah, chill out. Chill with us when you're back. Hot cross buns, man. They're mediocre, is what I think I remember. Was like that. It's just like it kind of like a bun that has. It's like
Is it
another
sweet
type of
or
cinnamon.
just
I think
a-
it's sweet.
it
It's like
is
a
sweet? Oh,
sweeter
yeah.
type of bun, like almost like a cinnamon bun,
Oh, yeah.
but like less dry than a cinnamon
Yeah.
bun. I don't know. They were like pretty meh.
Cute.
I think that's just not my type of food though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we have more slides?
That pretty much covers it for my slides and my
Mm.
O-Talk.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, what I feel like my
in
conclusion.
conclusion.
My
In conclusion,
Mhm.
yes.
My conclusion that I like came up with all the research is like I think there is like an anxiety about like our cultural traditions, especially in the West. So I think like I don't know. I think there's actually like a lot of diversity. Like if you're Catholic, you go to like the vigil, and like if you're not, you like eat hot cross buns, and maybe that's the only thing you do. And like there's just like a lot of variation, and I think that creates kind of this anxiety of like, what are we celebrating here? Like what are we doing here? But I think like in conclusion, I was like, there's like life is complicated, honestly, right? And like it's like, yeah, traditions develop in complex ways and for complex reasons. Like Easter has been really like useful to be associated with spring in the northern hemisphere because like the themes are similar, like metaphorically they're similar, like resurrection, new birth, like hope. It's like all
Easter,
like metaphors that like feel right with spring, with Easter. So it's like it's just like been really useful, and I think like that's the point I would make. Is like after this research, I was like, yeah, like there's a lot of different ways you could celebrate Easter if you want to celebrate it. And it's like you might as well just like do it the way that like feels right for you and like feels meaningful for you, you know? Like I think for us it's like, I think actually this year, honestly, like I don't know, spring has just been such a pick-me-up. Like
spring has felt so nice.
It has felt so nice.
It's been very warm. Like there hasn't been like those weird wet days of like gross snow. Yeah. It's like maybe 2 this whole month kind of thing, and like it's just felt like the world feels nicer. The COVID rules in at least in Alberta were sort of stripped away as spring has kind of happened. So it feels like actually like a new beginning a lot of ways. Where I'm like, COVID's still a real thing. People are still experiencing it. And there's still tragedy within it. It's just like it's felt like a little bit like that was yesterday. It's like we're addressing things in new ways. Yeah. Where like yeah, totally. All of it's felt very
as well nice. As like the sun being out longer is like a huge pick me up. Like really important thing. And like I don't know, for me, like I feel like it's the metaphor is like hitting this year for me. I'm like, that is like really exciting because spring is exciting this year, and like I'm excited to like have Easter to like be something that commemorates like spring and just like this hope and this changing of the seasons. And I think like, I mean, seasons are nice for people, I think, in that way, because it's like it commemorates like you have like things to set off your life. You're like, it's not just this endless stream. It's like, no, we have this season that like started with Easter like this year, and or started with equinox, and then we have Easter that we're like really celebrating spring and like that kind of thing. So yeah, like that's kind of like, I guess that was my takeaway, is like do what works for you and like celebrate in the way that's like meaningful for you, because like cultural traditions are very like complicated, and you know, 1 year like eggs decorating might do like nothing for you. It might be like really like lame or like even exhausting or whatever, but another year but people are like, yeah, eggs are the best, like they're so cute and they remind me of like spring and new birth and Jesus and like whatever. So I think that's like, yeah, that's my takeaway.
And then other years maybe you're like, I want to try out another religion's practices and like just like see what it's like.
That's why I asked you if you have been to Catholic Church, actually. Yeah, I was like, I think it'd be interesting to like go to an Easter Mass, just because like the churches I've grown up in are not as big on like traditions and liturgy and stuff like that. They're like way more chill. It's like, let's just gather in the park with our folding chairs for at sunrise and like whatever. So it's just like, it's just different. And I think I don't know. I think traditions and stuff like that is just a meaningful part of being human. It's cute. It's cute human stuff. Oh, those are
these are really pretty.
Yeah, these are like so elaborate, like very ornamental, but very gorgeous.
Is that the KKK though?
Oh my gosh, I hope not. That is a weird. Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't know, but okay, I got it from an Easter website. I don't think so. I got it from like a website about like a Catholic church. I don't know, but yeah. Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
I will see where I found that photo and report back.
Report the photo.
Report the photo. Yeah. Actually, that's so weird.
Yeah, I just was like, that's a very Conehead.
I did not like notice
ghost mask kind of vibe.
Disturbing. I don't want that on my stream.
Yeah. Oh shoot. That's.
Yeah.
That was frightening.
I don't know. I was just copying like these ornamental photos from different articles. onto my.
Spring here means to do maintenance to the AC before it gets to 50 degrees
Oh my
Celsius.
gosh, yeah.
I believe it, man.
Yeah.
Like, spring is, I guess, the time where most people, they have their spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning, yeah.
They get the yard done. They get everything ready for when
Yeah.
it's really bad during summer or when there's a lot to do.
Mhm.
Bed sheet people bad. Exactly. Yeah. Get rid of the bed sheet holes, man. Yeah. That's maybe what's it, TOS, terms of service.
No kidding.
She
Yeah.
got- Okay.
Here.
What was that about?
No, it's apparently
It's a part of a Easter thing.
it's
Well,
sober.
that's overall
It's
frightening.
sober event in Seville, Andalusia. Holy Week procession for Easter.
I'm scared.
That's what the website The Culture Trip says. So hopefully that's actually what it is. Yeah. Yeah,
Man.
sometimes certain imagery has to like retire though once something so like horrible
It has happened.
adopts it, right? It's
Yeah.
like maybe you don't want to do like veiled like
Maybe the
cone head
the
eyeball-
giant
yeah,
cone
it's
head
like,
things
no,
might
you
not
don't
be
wanna
your
do it
cute
anymore.
Easter outfit
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like maybe that's not your
You might want to take some
meaningful
art
Easter
references
progression.
there.
Yeah.
Man.
Totally.
Okay. I want to know so my favorite, one of my little things is Easter eggs makes me think of movie Easter eggs. Is what makes me think
Right. Yeah.
of. I want to look up movie Easter eggs because
Yeah.
did you guys have any favorite movie Easter eggs? I like Pixar's ones is a major one because Pixar.
Okay. Yeah.
Easter
Write
eggs
this down.
right there.
Yeah. Pixel Easter eggs.
Okay. So, do you guys know what a movie Easter egg is? No Charlie Chaplin mustache anymore. No, thank you, man. Is that my
What?
mustache you're talking about? What?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean. That's subsequent. What is this? Whoa. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. Okay,
I
so
haven't seen Soul yet.
you haven't seen Soul yet? It's
Mhm.
good. So Easter eggs, movie Easter eggs. I guess the term came just because of Easter egg hunts. It's like finding a hidden meaning or message or object or thing
Yeah.
in a movie or video game or piece of media. It's like hiding a hidden message within it. And it's an Easter egg hunt to try and find all the hidden messages. When you said certain imagery has to be retired, exactly the Charlie Chaplin thing because of Hitler.
Oh, that's what the Charlie Chaplin mustache is.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I know, exactly. And it's like everybody used to wear that mustache.
That was
but
a
it's
part of like before World War II.
Yeah.
It was like a piece of fashion.
it was like that the mustache, and now it's like not the mustache.
Do not do that mustache.
Like, yeah, it just like heinous.
It has
to
one
use
reference.
that. Yeah. Which is actually, it is interesting that they showed that picture, and it like I don't know how recent it is then in that
Yeah.
Easter procession, but yeah.
So like A113 in Toy Story, it's in every Pixar movie has the number A113.
Really?
Every
what does
single-
it mean?
A113 was the classroom number for 4 of the head designers at Pixar. They all went to the
Oh,
same.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
They all attended the same university.
Aw,
And so
yeah.
for animation and digital design or something like that,
Yeah.
and the classroom that they all had to go through that was the same one was the number of it was A113. So they've hidden that number in every single one of their movies.
That's cute.
It's so cute.
Wow.
And then there's other like little ones like, okay, here's one. Lotso. Every single movie has a object or thing that will be in the next movie. So Up came out in 2009.
Oh, really?
In
That's
2010, Toy Story 3 came out. Lotso Huggin' Bear sitting in that.
Cool. Uh-huh.
Let's go back to maybe there's one. Is there like every Pixar Easter egg that hinted at the next movie kind of thing? Let's see if there's like what was the hint at the next one? Okay, here's where it started.
Nemo!
Exactly. Monsters Inc. in 2003.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this cool?
Totally.
Hinted at 2004's Finding Nemo by having a Nemo toy. 2004 had this guy is reading Incredibles comic book in Finding
No
Nemo. And he's in the
way.
dentist office in Finding Nemo.
That's crazy.
Incredibles. Look what car is sitting in the background. Doc Hudson. Yeah, so this is their like
Wow,
most
that's
popular Easter egg,
cool.
and people on some occasions they haven't even announced the next movie yet.
Yeah.
So
So you have no idea
yeah, what it's
that
referencing.
you're seeing a reference. Yeah.
And then oh wait, it doesn't have Cars. Where'd the Cars one go? Well, Cars. Wait, what is that?
Ratatouille? What is that? Wally.
Wally, because Wally's the next one, but because well in Cars there's a reference to Ratatouille. I'm pretty sure. What is that on though?
Short film, Your Friend the Rat.
Is that a cockroach?
Ooh,
I don't know, I'm confused.
Gross.
But okay, and then in Wall-E, there's the tennis balls and the tennis ball chair from Up, kind of thing.
Wow, yeah, yeah.
And then Up has Lotso, Huggins, Toy Story 3. Is that what they're saying is the reference? I thought it was a different one. I remember watching
Oh,
a video
Cars
about
2,
fitting the
I see.
Pixar movies into a timeline using Easter eggs. That's another fun topic. We could look up that one.
That's
It
so
has a really cool
cool.
interactive website. I'll show you Subschool. It's a really cool website.
Interactive website?
Yeah, I'll show you after this. And then Cars, look at what is on the banner in Cars 2.
Who is that?
That's the
that?
family from Brave in Cars version on a tapestry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then in Brave, someone has in their cave on a wood carving Sully from Monsters University.
No way. I
these
never
are
knew
so
any
cool.
of this. Yeah, and it's really subtle, the
Yeah.
references they make. Yeah.
And then in Monsters University, one of the toys the kids has is the Good Dinosaur.
Oh, no way.
And
Wow.
Inside Out, Inside Out also has this is one of the dinosaurs from the Good Dinosaur.
Oh, cool.
In the Good Dinosaur, look who's hiding in the water.
Who's that?
It's the octopus from Finding Dory.
Oh, I haven't seen Finding Dory.
Oh, really? Ever?
I think no, I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen it since I saw it first.
Oh.
So it's been like it's really foggy in my brain.
And then Finding Dory, he's got I think it's like a Lightning McQueen or what is that? The Dino.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, Band-Aid.
Oh, funny.
And then
So subtle, yeah.
and then Cars 3, you can see there's like the town from Coco on one of the monitors.
Oh, no way.
And then Coco, they've got a poster from Incredibles, but they're like skeleton form.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2.
Huh.
There's wait, who is that?
Toy Story 4.
Oh, it's Duke
A
Kaboom.
new character.
Yeah, from Toy Story 4. And then Toy Story.
Wait, is Toy Story 4 out?
Yeah, do you remember it?
No, I don't think I saw it.
It's really
Did
good.
I see it?
It's the one where Bo Peep comes back.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And then
Wow.
okay, I'm taking this guy out of this wire.
Nice. Very
Look
nice
at it,
striped
stripey.
job. That's,
Ooh.
yeah, you did well. A little less chaotic than mine.
Oh my gosh, Chaos Dom.
Yeah.
But and then Toy Story 4 on one of the big posters, you see the Pegasus from Onward. On one of the big banners,
I
and then
know Onward.
Onward it was the one that came out the month COVID started, so a lot of people didn't realize it came out.
Did you see it?
Yeah, they posted. They then uploaded it to Disney Plus later that month. So
Oh, okay.
it's on Disney Plus. Onward, it's cute. It's very simple. Oh, like it's okay. What is it? I don't know if I know this one though. I don't know if I've seen the Onward one, but it's from Soul. Oh, it's his jazz record.
Oh,
It's sitting on the
totally.
counter.
Yeah.
And then in
Cool.
Soul, they have I think is that like one of the where the Vespa is kind of thing, like the coast thing from Luca.
I haven't seen Luca either.
You haven't seen Luca?
Yeah. No.
What? You gotta see Luca because Luca's
a newer movie, right?
it came out last spring or last fall.
Okay,
I think it was
yeah.
fall. So it's like less than a year old. Kind
Yeah.
Of thing.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's also on Disney Plus, and it is so cute.
Yeah?
Man.
Oh,
Like
nice.
very cute. All about friendships. It's so adorable.
Aww.
And then in Luca, we have Four Town CD, which is the band from Turning Red.
Oh, cute. I really want to see Turning Red.
Have you watched it?
No, have you?
Yeah. It is so good.
Is it on Disney Plus already?
Yeah, they uploaded it to Disney Plus right away. They never did theater release.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I need to watch it.
And then they have Buzz Lightyear stickers on their skateboard. Because the next movie is the Buzz Lightyear movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Lightyear movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a really cool little thing. Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's look up the Pixar theory. This is going to be a little bit of a off track, the Easter topic, but Pixar theory is so cool.
Yeah, no. I think it's definitely, again, like, I feel like a common theme that we've been discussing in our podcast is, like, brands, like, really cultivating their fandoms and doing it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Easter eggs are an example of that. Like, all of these really successful brands.
Taylor Swift.
Lego. Well, I don't know if Lego does Easter eggs, but Pixar. Like, you know, like, it's, like, a very good way to, like, cultivate your fan base.
The last Pixar movie I've seen was Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 was a good one, though.
Toy Story 3 was, and won an Oscar for what it's worth.
Oh, almost every single Pixar movie's won best animated picture.
Oh, really?
I think the only...
Amazing.
I think they've only lost, like, 3 years or 4 years or something.
Wow.
And
that's really impressive.
the movies that beat them are very well deserving.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the first Shrek movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Stuff like that. Like, where you're like, they changed the game for animation.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
The Pixar theory is using the Easter eggs to turn all the Pixar movies into one timeline. One continuous story. So...
Enter the Pixar universe. That's so cool.
They've reordered them from beginning to end. This is missing the most recent update, though. There's a recent update that now has, like, the Good Dinosaur back here kind of thing.
And wouldn't it have, like, Coco and Luca?
Yeah, Coco and Luca and Inside Out as well. So, I've never seen the rest of the Toy Story movies. Have you seen, like, number 4 or number 1 even?
They're
really
honestly all worth watching.
They're like really good.
Yeah, they're like pretty iconic and just very iconic concept.
So Brave starts us off. The Will-O-the-Wisps, this magical force that is somehow connected to people kind of thing. So it's used to like turn people into animals. It's used to like speak to almost your soul kind of thing. They kind of look like the souls from Soul. Which is also another new concept that people have brought up.
Interesting.
They can make objects move. They have the ability to make your broom be animated, and there's just this magical sort of thing that is a concept sort of thing. And basically, people have said the Will-O-the-Wisps influences and impacts people. And can have, it can influence people kind of thing. And that's why in the next movie in the timeline, by the time we get to the 50s, the centuries later, people can develop powers. Technology's advanced into crazy ways. The Will-O-the-Wisps.
Superheroes.
That's how superheroes exist.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Huh.
And then, but what about like objects and stuff that can move and talk and stuff like that? How have they been? This like The Incredibles introduced 0-point energy as well. It's electromagnetic energy that exists in a vacuum.
Yeah. From Syndrome.
Yeah. So basically, this is saying that I think the newest update of the Picture Theory has shifted this a little bit. I wish I had that version. But basically, it's like I don't think it no longer relies on 0-point energy because the movie Inside Out and Soul. I think it's saying that it's just all from the wisps, like your soul, and how actually humans, emotions and human soul can give life to anything and everything and like evolve humanity and evolve this world. Kind of thing.
I heard Soul was like deep like that. I'm really interested in watching it.
And so I think the newest update is like, so the love, like emotions like love, joy and stuff like that can rub off and like impact things like toys even.
Oh, like bring them to life.
To bring them to life, to give them
Nice.
emotion, to give
Yeah.
them joy and stuff like that. But because what you also see is when they're away from humans, how much they fall apart, how much they stop experiencing life. Like humans have a direct impact on them.
Yes.
And you also see it in the animals in Toy Story as well. Like the Toy Story 2, it has the dog that is very responsive towards both the toys and the person.
Oh, interesting.
And we get to Finding Nemo. You see the more almost the animals interact with
Right.
humans, the smarter they get, kind of thing. The more their impact, they develop culture like
Yeah, they're
the
like
humans.
advanced humans.
Mm-hmm.
For
Right. The ones in the fish tank are developing theories and like elaborate schemes. To the ones that are like the smartest in the ocean, go to school.
yeah,
They create like
right.
human systems in their world. And it also shows that this movie also begins to show that humans are starting to like impact every piece of the world now, like to the point where it can be negative, like their pollution and things like that.
Interesting.
And then Ratatouille shows that animals have now evolved even more to the point where they like can experience in every type of human thought,
Right.
and also can like control humans.
Chef.
They're just as it's almost like they're just as powerful as humans now.
Yeah.
Animals in this universe.
Huh. Weird.
Toy Story 3 is I think just supposed to be taking that almost to the next degree, where it's like, what if toys wanted revenge? Like
Right.
Lotso, who's been abandoned by humans,
Yeah.
you can see he's struggling with the
right.
concept of humanity to the point where like, could he want
That
to
totally
abuse
makes
humans?
sense. Yeah, that's totally
Mm-hmm. He's like wrestling with his
consequential.
identity kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we got Up, which again shows the greater pollution of the Earth, and it again shows humans trying to impact animals even more so to the point where they want animals to talk with them.
Huh.
So it's like now we had like animals learning that they like creating systems, animals that are equally as smart and capable as humans,
Right.
and now we're giving the ability to talk like humans
Yeah.
through technology,
Right. With
and
Doug
we're polluting
dog.
the world too.
Yeah, and like the corporations, commercialization, stuff like that.
The other thing is the company that is, by and large, is the company that is buying everything up. It's seen in all the movies except for I think Brave. It's seen in every single movie.
And that says something, doesn't it? Huh.
Then we have Cars, which takes a huge jump, kind of thing.
Okay, 2100. Oh.
Yeah, and so Cars is basically stating that
Oh.
humanity has left Earth, kind of thing. I think the new picture theory is stated that it's like it could be a bigger time jump here, kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like because they left because they went to Wally.
Exactly.
guessing,
They
yeah,
left Earth
Wally's
because it was
ship.
too destroyed, and so during the time in which it was too destroyed,
That's crazy.
Cars became evolved enough to control the Earth.
No way. This is actually so elaborate.
Yeah, and it's like, and then in Cars 2, we discovered that even though cars have control of the Earth, gas, oil, all those things are running out. The world is still suffering, and they need humans because they're running out of different ways to power each other. Like there's an energy crisis. Like cars are dying because they're running out of like emotion,
Yeah.
almost like their souls are dying in a way. And so there's this weird energy crisis happening in Cars 2.
That's
It's like a
little
subliminal message.
profound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Isn't this so weird?
Crazy.
And then we have like Wall-E, which then has like the Earth is dying, and they need to like bring it back. It requires humans, kind of thing. The Earth requires humans to
Yeah.
function.
Yeah.
And the one thing the Earth doesn't have is humans. But then when Wall-E and Eve sort of start discovering human emotion and friendship, they find the tree. Like they bring like was the tree there that they found, or is it because they were experiencing human emotion and have
my gosh.
interacted with humans? Did
I
they
love
actually
that.
cause it?
That's so interesting.
Yeah. And then Bug's Life, we're showing Bugs like years later or whatever.
The same plant from Wally grew to be the tree in Bug's Life?
Yeah, that's
No
what this is saying.
way!
Yeah, the bugs are like, because they have a whole society just like humans, kind of thing. and they're experiencing
Crazy.
like exact human emotions, everything. Like they've evolved to the point where they're creating inventions and all those things. Like they're just as smart as the ones from Ratatouille and like and all these
Right.
things. So
Yeah.
they've already experienced, like they're not as dumb as the animals from Brave. Like in Brave, the bear's just an idiot kind of thing.
Primal, yeah.
But in Bug's Life, they're really smart.
Interesting.
And then we're saying we jump thousands of years, and that once humans return to Earth and experiencing like animals and blah blah blah, all this, the society will actually evolve to the next Earth step in which animals and humans become the same.
Oh.
That like monsters are actually just the next level of
Yeah.
evolution in which all of it becomes sort of one. The
right,
humans,
they
the
are
monsters,
like humanized.
yeah.
Yeah, in the movie. Yeah, interesting.
That all of it is the same society, that like there's these weird different things, and that like and it's also saying that like because we polluted the earth, like the radiation could have added to it, all those different things, like
Yeah.
this whole tortured earth with all these animals and humans that have evolved in this new way that are interconnected sort of spiritually almost, became the monster society.
That is so interesting.
But they're running out of energy again, and that's again
Yeah.
the new issue. What did I come back to? We're talking Pixar theory in the Easter episode. I am sorry, but I'm fascinated by it.
What else do you know about Pixar theory?
The Pixar theory is so interesting to me.
Also, we have a connection. We went from Pixar Easter eggs
Oh yeah, Pixar.
to,
Yeah,
right?
Pixar,
So we're like
yeah,
we're
Pixar
on a
Easter eggs.
trajectory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Monsters Inc. They're still running out of energy, and they realize they're losing that sort of human connection. They still need humanity to be part of
Yeah.
this in some weird way.
Humans are their source of energy.
So they use the doors to time travel back in time to steal energy from humans.
It's time travel?
Is what the doors are.
Oh my goodness.
So they're
That's
going
so
to-
interesting.
They're going back in time to scare humans, to get an emotion from humans. They have to get little fear in order to power their society. So they're needing human emotion again. They're needing the inside out. They need the soul again to keep functioning as a society.
This actually makes so much sense.
I know, isn't this weird? How this like all connects, and then,
No way.
but then Boo is the next step. Boo is the key to it all. Yeah. Did Boo discover how all this functions, though? Is what they're saying. Because Boo remembers her monster and isn't scared of this monster. Boo, this is saying that Boo is actually the witch from Brave. Isn't this
What?
weird?
No.
Boo.
That gave me like the chill. Like I'm getting creeped out right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting like the weird when I look up too many conspiracy.
Yeah,
theories.
Yeah.
Observer conspiracy.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, wait. I want to read these whole paragraphs now because I'm like.
Yeah. So like Boo, it is trying to understand why all this is connected. She has seen sort of society in its end times kind of thing with the monsters.
Yeah.
She has a new connection to the Will-O-Wisps sort of thing. She's the one of the people there that understands it in Brave. She already understood.
Yeah.
Like Merida didn't have to say, I've seen these like blue things that look like souls. Boo knew what they were. Boo understood what was
Because
going
then
on.
by the time Merida's talking about it, it's like already a cultural thing of like this
Yeah.
is our ancestry, like
Exactly.
blue things. Yeah.
And this girl, the witch in Brave, has an obsession. Has this obsession with bears. She keeps putting spells on people to turn them into bears.
Right.
So some people have been like, is that because she like wants Sully back, or is trying to understand monsters and the evolution of monsters more?
Oh my gosh, that's a little Freudian.
Yeah. And
Almost.
then she has a cave drawing of Sully in her house, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. And then
Because that was the
Easter
original
egg between the movies.
Yeah.
Boo, the tree that's in like the same tree shows up throughout all history. And so in Monsters Inc. they use the doors. They use the doors made of wood because there's energy to travel time in it. That seems a little
Boo
ridiculous.
discovered that wood was the source of energy all along. Interesting.
That seems a little... I don't remember that part. That seems a little ridiculous to me. Out of all that seems ridiculous.
Wood, trees,
Wood, trees. But I
the
think...
Lorax.
what they're saying is that like Boo has been time traveling.
Yeah.
Essentially, she's trying to understand
Oh my
our
gosh.
society in a new way, and like that's why Flick and Heimlich are in Toy Story 2. Is she brought them there? She turned the witch into a bear, or she turned the queen into a bear. She's trying to do all these different things, and so also the other like fun little piece of evidence is when like every time she opens the door, she travels to another door. The witch in Brave. Like that's when she goes through the one door, she pops in another door. She can travel through doors. That's one of her means of teleportation. She also like has a lot of animals that are, the only animals that are in Brave that are smart, are the ones near her. Because she's been casting spells on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The only objects that move are the ones near her, and stuff like that. Like she has the brooms that move and the different things in her house.
I'm like so creeped out right now. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the time travel thing. Like time
Yeah.
travel like messed my brain. It's like multiverse stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
what? Yeah. And so yeah, basically,
Oh my gosh.
and then like the wood, like the doors, trying to understand how maybe this is all part of the like how's the doors work to travel through
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But there's the same reoccurring tree. It can't be like the same tree. I think this isn't, because like this one's on this land and stuff like that. But yeah, Boo has this strange connection to it all too. And
Crazy.
yeah, it's kind of cool. And so I think like the newer picture theories has changed that the will-o-wisps are actually like what's in our soul kind of thing, and that's what's actually like powering the soul.
Yeah.
Is actually that, and it's in humanity. It's humanity discovering
Yeah.
their sort of like life purpose,
the
life
light of
thing. The light of
humanity,
humanity is this guiding force to all of like
Ah.
all of our energy, all of our power, all the world is because of humanity just like living its best life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
then
kind of a vibe.
yeah, kind of interesting. And then there's also like an Inside Out. If wood is the source of power, does morning wood count? Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, what was the other thing? And then like in Inside Out,
yeah.
you discovered like emotions have this huge impact on things as well and can change things. And then Good Dinosaur, if we go back way back, we discovered that there's also like there's a time where it was reverse, where animals were or it could even be that like our society, the one right now, is the one where the meteor hit Earth kind of thing, but the Pixar society is the one where the meteor never hit Earth.
Oh my gosh. Alternate timelines.
Exactly, is what it's
Oh my
saying.
gosh.
Because the dinosaurs just got to stay and live and grow and evolve to the point where they had a society. Like in Good Dinosaur, they're planting crops, they're building houses, they're creating family dynamics.
Right. They're like.
And then when you see the humans
Yeah.
at one point, they act like animals. They act like dogs. And so maybe the
Interesting.
humans
Uh-huh.
have been evolving and sort of learned that from the dinosaurs.
That is actually so interesting. That like it makes
Yeah.
sense. It's
Yeah.
checking out. That's crazy.
Yep.
Volt said, I don't think I've ever gone through the whole Pixar theory, but I'm aware of it. What do you think now?
No.
What's your impression?
What was the most recent one too? Turning red, she turns into a monster.
Right.
Is the whole thing. It's just like
Yeah.
connection to who she is and her family too.
Huh.
Is what brings that. It's this
Interesting.
tradition through her family turns her into this giant red panda.
Yeah.
It's also her emotions that make
Yeah.
it fluctuate and turn it on and off kind of thing. So
Interesting.
it's all connected to the same thing.
Yeah.
The one that I can't seem to understand is Onward,
Onward. Yeah.
which
me too.
some people have said that they think that's actually in between Bugs Life and Monsters Inc. Is that it's like humans are like half animal, half human. We have like elf people. We have whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a society that's like not quite monsters yet, but it's no longer human. That's like in between there in this sort of land. And also in that movie, it's all about they're rediscovering that magic exists. Is what Onward is.
Uh-huh.
Like they have a society filled with cars and regular everything is like human society,
yeah.
but with like but it's almost it's a cool fan theory, but I find it's more of a situation where the existence of the theory makes you sort of force idea connection. I think a lot of these connections though seem really cool though and are fun to make. there's also, what was it, that like the theme of like Onward, where they need to find the magic again, is all about it. And they have this staff that they need to power with magic, and it's like learning about that they have this sort of ability. So.
Right, that's so interesting. Yeah. No, I mean, like, a theory doesn't have to be, like, true, but it's a way of, like, viewing these things and understanding the stories of, like, all these amazing movies. And I think that's really cool. I think it's also really interesting because something the theory I, like, see is doing is making sense of why, like, the animals talk in this movie and the animals have feelings and, like, personification of, like, animals, or I guess animals, cars, robots, bugs, monsters, fish, toys. It's like very rarely is it just like a human, and it's like it's interesting because the most, I think, common and the kind of standard view is to like just view that as like that's just a kids movie thing. Animated films just do that, like we just like take the liberty, the imaginative like license to turn animals into like people personifying like people traits and whatever. But this kind of gives like an interesting theory to like why those are being personified, which is really interesting. Just like what that means for Pixar, I guess. Oh, it's a book. Somebody wrote a book about it. Yeah, someone
wrote a book on it.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting. But if you go to...
Wow.
If you head to the website, there's a lot of information on it. I think the current actual like theory is one of the number one people like working on it is the Super Carlin brothers, I think is their name, on YouTube. They also talk about all the updates to it every time there is a new one made, about like the official version. So the Super Carlin brothers on YouTube are a huge resource for it, kind of thing. It's just very fascinating, fun topic.
That's really cool.
Okay, maybe we show off our eggs and then open Kinder Surprise while we do our moment to end off.
Sure, yeah. And I was thinking maybe we should use a sticker.
Yeah, let's sticker them up and turn them into little gnomes. There's a channel called Made to Express that does psychological essays about Pixar movies, and it's good. Okay, cool. Made to Express.
Oh,
that's another one.
Yeah. Thank you for our further reading. I love how.
Yeah, and we keep getting more and more things.
Further viewing, reading, etc.
Yeah, how do you use these? I don't understand these beards.
This green came out really blue when I did it. It was just like
maybe not
faded.
quite long enough.
Yeah.
Okay, what beard do you want? Do you want a beard on yours?
What? It comes with beards?
Yeah, I guess the gnome one does.
Oh.
I don't know how these work though.
No, I don't know.
This is so funny. Okay, let's talk about moments. What is, so for everyone chat, what is a moment? What's a moment?
A moment is our notable moment of the week, or last few weeks, I guess we could do. And by notable, it's just like, it could be really bad, could be really good. Just something you want to like express and comment on to kind of, it's kind of like, I mean, yeah, Michael, you've been explaining it like as a moment where if you were like Jim in The Office, you'd probably look at the camera because it was like interesting and it was something to talk about or like whatever. So kind of just our way of ending off, and
these
kind of
suck.
Again ending off in like a communal, you're done with that?
Yeah.
Ending off in like a community oriented way of like asking about people's lives, each other's lives, what's going on, that kind of thing. So
yeah, we'd love to
like
hear people's moments. What carrots? They're so cute. That is such.
They're growing out of the green ground.
Yeah, that is such a cute idea. Okay, we got carrot one.
Oh, the glare. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, if you
it's pretty good.
try and cut out the glare.
Oh yeah, nice. You know, this is such a bluey green, but that's all right.
I'm trying to add a hat to mine or something.
Do you want any of these stickers?
Yeah. Actually, maybe no. But
do you want to see my flower that I drew?
Yeah, show me the flower. It's a cute
it's like a little
flower.
Yeah, it's like looks like it could be in like a Rupi Kaur book.
Wait, and then I've got Ooh.
I like that one. It's like got rings.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
these, like, mine's orange and blue kind of thing. And then,
I like it. It's really creative.
okay, this is Subsicle as an egg. You got the little teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Subsicle.
Nice.
Oh, shoot. Don't. Cut out the light, cut out the glare. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if it shows up very well, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Subsicle.
Nice.
And then, I don't know who this is. Is this Volts? We got a little Voltsy. I don't know what to call him.
Do they want flowers in their hair?
Yes!
Got some flower stickers.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put a flower on this one.
Ooh, Volt says.
Ooh.
I tried to make this. Like, my intent was the flower to be in the center of the pink part of the egg, but it's like totally
but
on
you
the
went
side.
off center.
Well,
Cute. Okay. I'm gonna try and put a little hat on either Voltsy or Subsicle as a. Okay. Okay. My yeah moment
Oh,
this
yeah.
week. So one of my coworkers got fired this week,
Yeah.
and the whole entire week, I was making jokes about how bad they were
After the fact?
before, and because every time they would do anything, and I didn't like make up the joke. A lot of people had been making this comment of every time this person's there, everything gets harder for everyone.
Yeah.
And then, oh, this is a ginormous hat.
Yeah.
Look at Subschool, you got a giant hat
How
now.
big do we think these eggs are?
Yeah. I mean, the package said large eggs.
Yeah, I guess.
So they were like, make them as large as possible.
I think these are large eggs, though. These ones
Yeah,
that
they
you had?
definitely are.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I kept making jokes. And then all of a sudden, I show up back from my break and they're like, yeah, they just got fired. I went, wait, what? Yeah, it was definitely a
That's a yeah
sort of
moment.
moment. Looking at
That
the
is a yeah
camera, being
moment.
like, that's embarrassing. I had made one of those jokes, I think, to my boss even.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a little awkward.
Do you feel responsible?
No, I'm not responsible.
Good.
They were not very good at their job.
Yeah, sounds like it wasn't the right fit.
It was not the right fit for them.
Oh,
I definitely did not give you a bald spot, so you nothing to fear, Subschool.
What's everybody's yeah moments?
Yeah,
guys?
I need to hear one. Need to hear a yeah moment.
Yeah.
What's yours, Hannah?
Oh, what's mine? Mine's a positive one again. Today, I went to the doctor. I got a doctor appointment. I got a family doctor, which was just really
Cute.
a great moment because I've been meaning to go to the doctor for like a couple things since like September. So it's been a while,
Yeah.
and it's just really good to. Just a yeah moment when you do something you like have been finally like it's literally been on my to-do list since September, and it's like one of those items of the to-do list that just gets pushed back and back and back. So it's just very refreshing to do it.
To have a doctor in
Yeah.
Canada.
And I drove there with Ari, so that was nice to
Hang
tag
out.
team it
Yeah.
to like I don't know. I was like it's kind of like accountability because we had to go and we had to make sure we made the appointments, and now the ball's rolling, so that's good.
That is nice.
Okay, this is wait. Did I show the carrots? I think I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
this
the
is the
little
other side of
flowers.
the carrots.
Cute.
We've got flowers and we've got a little like radish or onion or something.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Aw. That's really cute.
All right, looking good. Looking Eastery.
Yeah, we've got Easter
Celebratory.
flow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Kinder Surprise. We gotta open a Kinder Surprise.
Oh right.
That was the last thing. Okay, and then we can end off. So
What do
next,
you want?
this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are in Canada. I don't know if they have them where you are, Subsicle. I don't. And Zetsu, if you're still here, I know that they don't have them in America. They're
Yeah.
illegal in America, actually. But they're basically A Kinder Surprise is a little chocolate with a hidden surprise inside. They're very Eastery. They sell out like crazy during Easter.
Yeah.
But
And these ones are Easter themed. Like they had little like.
Oh yeah, right.
They had a little chick on the front.
Look at that chick.
Yeah, in honor of Ari's hen house.
We got
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Oh yeah, shout out the Discord. You have them some school? Okay, I knew that Europe had them. I wasn't sure if like places in the Middle East had them.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Uh,
We should put the.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you're busy, but the Discord, TikTok, Instagram, and chat. But just before we leave and raid out. Just so if you guys want to stay
What?
connected. We just made an Instagram post today, which is fun.
yeah, come check us out on
It's kind of
Instagram.
like a behind the scenes of today's.
Well, Insta. We got,
No.
and we've been making. Zetsu, I don't know if you saw it,
I
but
heard
I
you spell it right.
shoot, man.
TI talk.
Yeah. My moment is when I was in class before midterm, and some student chastised me for not knowing a calculator trick. Anyway, guess who got a perfect grade without studying? Oh yeah, nice
Cool.
job.
That's a good moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. Love that for
Yeah.
you.
It's kind of just like one of those nice. Yeah, I told you so.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Okay.
Want to open the thing?
Yeah. The toys. Wait, I don't know how to do that. How do you? Oh.
I just squish it. Okay.
Do you
What's
see what I
yours?
got?
What's yours? What's yours?
I have like a little dinosaur. drawing.
Oh, yours is so cute. I have a bird.
Oh, this is like a crocodile. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Nice.
What does it do? I feel like it does something, don't they?
Read the instructions.
Well, its head goes backwards. So the beak goes up and down.
Cute.
You're looking for TikTok. Is that a new?
Wait, what? We have a TikTok command. We just spelled it
Oh
wrong.
my gosh! No, he added a command. So if you put TI talk, it says, "Are you looking for TikTok?"
Oh, that's so funny. The
And
best
that
mod.
is really really
Yeah.
funny. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Bill.
this one fills up with water and you can squeeze it out.
You gotta go fill it up with water.
Should I?
What does this one do? Do you think they're all little
Should I fill it
animals?
up with Easter water?
No, that will get dye everywhere.
Okay, here's my little alligator, Easter alligator.
Oh, mine's a paintbrush. So
Are you
like,
kidding? That's actually so relevant.
yeah, like if you dip this in here and then scrape it on this, it can take
yeah,
color
yeah.
off of these. That is so cute.
That's awesome. Wow, these
Yeah,
are
a little
these are
elaborate.
getting advanced since I was a kid.
Yeah, when I was a
don't
kid, you put
know.
like 3 things together and then you rolled it around and it broke in 5 seconds.
You're like,
Yeah.
well,
Man, I'm gonna eat the
Fun.
chocolate more. But yeah, we posted it. I don't know if that's just there, but I posted a TikTok very much shouting out him. It was attack on him.
did he see the TikTok yet?
I don't know.
I don't
Zetsu
think
hasn't
so.
commented on
We
it.
need to add him in the comments.
Maybe I
section.
need to like send it to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm very much shouting out at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cute. I thought it was cute. It was really cute, you know?
It's a little inside joke. For
Yeah, a little
sure.
inside joke just for
Mhm.
us.
Yeah.
But so thank you guys for coming. Thank you for participating again. We need to find someone to raid. Is what I'm gonna be doing. But what? Actually, this was a really fun episode.
Pet Soup's online.
Ketsup.
Yeah.
We can raid a Ketsup. We never get to raid Ketsup.
Should we? We never
Yeah,
have.
we never
We
have.
should do it.
I don't think I've ever raided Ketsup either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
Do you guys want to raid Ket?
Everybody come with.
Yeah, please.
Don't
please.
get off the train early.
Yeah.
Come for the
Yeah. Oh wait, we got the I have a new command. Exclamation point G raid is for the get into it raid.
It was fun chilling with you guys. Thanks. It
Yeah.
was fun chilling with you. And thank you for sharing your Easter traditions, or not Easter, your
Ramadan traditions.
Yeah, it was like really fun to hear from you, and I was really hoping we'd get to hear from somebody who
Didn't celebrate.
doesn't celebrate Easter. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was really awesome. Yeah. Hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Copy and paste. That's our new get into it raid. Get into it raid. You gotta get into the raid, man.
Yeah.
Is it popping up well for everyone? I hope so. Okay, and then we are going to raid out to Attack Cat. I believe in us. And then I don't remember her username. Is it Z? Is it Z or S?
S.
S. I know on something she does Z, and so I always forget if her channel is actually that. Raid Ketsu. Perfect. We get to raid Ketsu. Okay, thank you guys for coming. We'll see you in 3 weeks. 4 weeks from now. 4 weeks is our next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so because
We'll update.
I'm in California for the week that we'd normally do the episode, and so I won't be here, and so we're going to be doing it a week later on, that's May 9th?
Yeah.
May 9th.
I think it was the 9th.
And it's Marvel episode. We're going to be talking all things the MCU
Yeah.
and doing a deep dive. This is where my nerd brain, Pixar theory kind of stuff is coming out. I'm going to be, and we are probably going to watch, that's the weekend Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness comes out, so we're going to be giving spoilers on that. So,
True.
Yeah.
So everybody go see it
yeah.
beforehand. Let's all
Yeah.
go see it together.
Yeah. We'll all vibe and chat about it together.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for Warsauce, Hannah, Minor, Spoil Me, Alana for the subs. Welcome back. And I will be streaming more this week as well, probably a couple times. Awesome.
Happy Easter. Happy Ramadan.
Happy
and
Passover.
happy Passover.
And anything else you celebrate. Birthdays, anniversaries,
Happy
weddings.
spring.
Yeah.
Happy equinox.
Bye, you guys. Bye.